Go
YouTube,
live.
Facebook. Go live. It's Friday. Hit the button.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Oh, mother. We done made it to another Friday. Every therapist in the world will tell you that you should not live for Friday. They will tell you that every day is the most important day, and they are absolutely correct. They are absolutely correct. But unfortunately, we have been brainwashed, and I am one of them people. It's Mother Friday!
It's Friday, people. It's Friday. It's Friday.
When I say I love you, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's Michael, Shawn, J Black. Right now, the ovaries have not arrived.
As usual.
But they will be playing, ovaries are still getting their face done. Still doing, we got plenty of ovaries that are going to be on the show. Like ovaries, all on top of ovaries. But right now, it's me and J Black, the originals. It's me and damn J Black on here on a Friday. If you're watching on IG Live, shout to you. Understand Media Room 360 is the app you need to download.
Shelly
Shell, what's good?
Lance.
Hey, yo, Shelly Shell, what's good? What's poppin'? Shelly Shell, what's good? Let me just start off saying, J Black, how was your night? You got the Philly t-shirt on.
Oh,
you got
Philly.
the Philly skyline melting
Philly
down.
is where I am from. That's where I'm from. You know, wifey been playing around with different neighborhoods. So Texas, where you from? Texas, where you from? Baltimore, wherever you from. WokeUpInspired.com has been playing around with different shirts. I like this one though. Philly. Last night, what was it?
Last night.
Thursday night football.
Thursday night.
That was kind of good. I didn't make any bets at all. I just really enjoyed watching the game, so that was good.
You should have bet the over.
I should have, but I didn't finish watching the game because Kanye came on Drink Champ, so I had to leave to go watch that on Revolt. They get up with that. So
Kanye.
Yeah. That's what I did Thursday. Football, and then a little Kanye with Nori.
Do we have clips from Kanye? Do we have clips from Kanye to play? Do we have clips?
Nah, we ain't got clips. You could talk about Kanye. You could talk about it. I mean, I got the whole thing. We want to play the whole thing, but that would be too much.
We can play the Max the Shooter.
Arlington is where he is from. So yeah, you can go to WokeUpInspired.com. And then you can just tell her what you want. Just type right in the comment, bam, make me an Arlington, put the skyline or whatever, customize shirts. But yeah, I love this one.
Friday.
I want one to say North Philly, North Philadelphia, born and raised. That's it.
Well, it's hilarious because at the comedy show, there was a dude from North Philly last night at the comedy show.
Nice. All the way in Texas. He live out there?
Live out there in Texas. So, I told y'all yesterday I gave him the tickets. We took a quick pick or whatever, and then we held up the line. That's how I knew he was from North Philly, because he was like, he was like, nah, we gonna take this pick right here. And I was like, I'll take the pick. And then, the line backed up and the whole thing. He was in the building. Comedy show was crazy. I shot to Mark. Good morning, family. Good morning.
Tam.
Hey, Mark, it's Friday. Tam.
Shout out to Tam. Tam was the first person to order for my wife and support it before she even had a website. Tam, I think my wife want to look out for you on something.
Tam.
So find another shirt you like, Tam, on her, she said.
And Tam, when J Black gives something for free, you better take advantage, because that mother be cheap as hell. She came a
long way. Sometimes when you're the first one, you may not get the right, quality at times. I don't know, but she won't look.
Tam, get that shirt now. Send that message now before J Black get in his wife's ear and be like, nah, I'm telling you. Get in that ear.
She's doing that herself. When she said she wanted to give Tam a free shirt for being the very first one to place an order, I was like, really? So yeah, I learned a lot since then. I want to look out for her. I said, oh, you sure?
J Black was part of that. J Black was part of that shit. J Black's a pimp. Shelly Wilson, good morning, family's a pimp. Stop, don't play me. Don't talk to me like I don't know you, motherfucker.
No, I swear, sir. I don't
put the last comment. Whatever, shut the fuck up.
That was Shelly. Shelly,
yeah, I know. Good morning. I just jumped on YouTube. Happy Friday, Shelly. You know what? Happy Friday back to you. got tons of things to do. We waiting for the ovaries to jump on.
Leah Frazier should be joining. Of course, we got
intellectual ovaries. Oh, there you go.
our resident lawyer, our resident PR, all of the above. She brings balance.
What time did she say she was getting on? She late?
Yeah, Leah wakes up at a certain time. She has to get her sleep and her beauty rest. She's like Kanye. She doesn't care what people think. She has her thing, and you gotta. And it's Leah's world sometimes.
What up, Afro Queen? Good morning. What up, old head? Your Super DJ and Super. Well, it's DJ Super, but Super the DJ is gonna be in Dallas, in Texas, doing an event Saturday. Unfortunately, I thought I was gonna be here, and my ass is gonna be flying out that morning because it's my dad's birthday. So I gotta get back to Jersey and go celebrate with my big homie, my dad. But DJ Super, oh, you know what? Well, I'm on my phone right now, so I can't tell y'all the information, what's going on in the DFW, and they got a hot event going on. Yes, Tam.
Yeah,
Tam.
I think she was talking about a standard shirt that's already on the website. I don't know about a custom free shirt, Tam. I don't know, but maybe not. I don't know. No, don't let me put words in her mouth. But yeah, Tam is.
Look at the cheapness.
I don't know. I might have overspoke.
This is Batman. Understand what his cheap ass Jay Black gets involved. All of a sudden, he wants to realize is that a custom T-shirt? He said his wife was thinking about a regular T-shirt that was already made.
I don't know. Yeah.
The reason why he's thinking about that because she will actually have to make a new T-shirt, and Jay Black doesn't think that's feasible.
Stop that.
Cheap fuck. This is Batman.
Shirt yesterday. That's right. Good looking, Mark. Did you post it so she could tag you on IG and all that? Tag Woke Up Inspired one.
Hey Mark. Jay Black and his wife got 2 more days before they send me a check. I'm playing. Lady Q, I'm playing. This is funny shit. Stop.
So what did you think of the Ye interview? That's what Tam's asking. I know we're gonna get to that, get Mike's thoughts, because Kanye at times could be a little off-centered. Or
I think the fact that we think he's off-centered is because we're actually off-centered, and we've been brainwashed by the entire world to think everybody who says something different is different. Everybody, Kanye is off, but guess what? All of us watching are off. We're brainwashed, people. Shawn Robinson was good. We're brainwashed. So we think anybody who has something different to say is crazy and off. We're off. I know Jay's going to hate when I say this. How are you going to tell somebody's off when we celebrate holidays that are make-believe? How you going to say somebody else is off when the holidays that we celebrate with our families are fake? How are we going to call somebody else off? When we celebrate a tooth fairy and we put money under a pillow for our kids and make them believe that a tooth fairy, you know how stupid it is for us to make a kid believe that a tooth fairy who's white? Because don't no kid think a Puerto Rican tooth fairy's coming in. Nobody thinks
they don't think Santa is black either.
You're proving my point. I am not falling into, even if I don't agree with somebody, I'm not falling into ever again saying somebody is off. We're off. Our beliefs are crazy. What we've been brainwashed to think. And then we say Kanye's off because of stuff he says. Kanye said this one thing. He said, it was something about the earth. He said, how much is the earth? You know, Nori, it was above Nori's head because Nori's a fucking GED host. How much is the earth? That sounds crazy, right? How much is the earth, right?
How much? So yeah, I only saw the first hour. I got to go back and finish the last hour and a half.
So that sounds crazy, right?
So he asked Nori, how much does the earth cost? How much is the earth?
No, he was saying, how much is the earth? I want to buy the earth. Sounds crazy that he wants to buy the earth, right? That sounds crazy, right?
He's going probably on some intellectual. He's going
No. His bottom line, he says, I want to buy the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And that sounds crazy, right?
Absolutely. Because
So
there's no such thing as buying the earth. But
really, really.
I probably get where he's going at. But I'll let you go ahead and break
So
that down.
there nobody has appraised the earth. They appraise your house. They appraise where I live. But they ain't there's not a price on the earth.
No, there ain't no price on the earth.
How if every piece of land that everybody buys is appraised?
You can't
Country.
he's trying to say he's gonna buy every land that's on earth.
No, but
I think
what
he's
is
going deeper. Go ahead.
okay? Well, then every country is worth something. Every country is worth something. This is just plain and simple. Every country is worth something. Every country has a money value. So all you got to do is add up every country's money value. Since that's what men have done. Men, not women, men. Every country is worth something. So literally, there is a price on the earth. There is. There is a check that can be cut to buy the earth. There's literally something to say, if I pay this much money and I pay for every country in the world, every country, I give you money to pay for America. America's $1 trillion, 7 trillion, 8 trillion. China is 12 trillion. But there is a value. You can buy the earth. By men's standards, by men's simple-minded standards, you can buy the earth. Forget God. Forget the universe. You can literally buy the earth, y'all.
That'd be a monopoly, though. So I don't even think it's possible, but I hear where you're trying to go.
What is a country? Somebody took over the country and owns the country. The country.
Morning, Kathy.
I'm just telling you,
Kelly
what is crazy is that he's not crazy. What is crazy is that we are trained robots. And I don't agree with everything. Wasn't there a comedian that wanted to buy the world?
The word? No, they wanted to buy the word nickel.
And you can trademark that word. You can trademark that word.
Yeah, Michael Buffer got "Let's Get Ready to Rumble." A lot of people got different words and quotes, but I don't know about an individual word.
Dog, you can trade that. You can. Dog, it is amazing that the older I get, the more I realize how brainwashed I am.
Hey, what up?
There's no limitations. There are really no limitations. Like, I once again, when I don't agree with Kanye, I do not say it's because he's off. I do not say because he's crazy. I do not say because of this or that. I say because I just don't agree. That's all. It has nothing to do with his mental state. I just don't agree. When you start labeling him, and I've done it, call Kanye this and call Kanye that, but throwing them names out there, I just don't agree with what you're thinking. That's all.
Mike want to buy the earth. With Kanye, he got billions of dollars, and now he think he has trillions. If that's where you're going, that he really wants to. So I'm gonna buy this half first, then I'm gonna buy this another quarter here.
All right, let me give it.
I think it's more. Is symbolic of where he's trying.
No, it's not symbolic.
And I don't think he's legit trying to buy the earth.
But what I'm saying is that it legit can happen. Do you understand? It legit can happen. Somebody can make that much money and offer every country so much money. I don't even know what after a trillionaire is. But by the way things have set up, the way that man has set up, land is worth this, land is worth that, a city is worth this, a state is worth this, a country is worth this, a whole country is worth this, your country is worth this. If somebody were to just think about it. These cats are about to make a station in outer space where they're going to send 20 people at a time to be in outer space. And you can be there. 20 people at a time are going to be in outer space. It's going to be like a resort. So how crazy did you think that would be 15 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, just to be able to go up there and come back, multiple people on a road trip.
So there is technically what I said before. We have put a price on the Earth's land. We put a price on it. Every piece of this land is owned, and there is a price.
Oh yeah, stop calling him Kanye. His name is Ye.
Yay.
No
But
last name.
unless he can punch me in the face like Muhammad Ali did the guy who wouldn't call him Muhammad Ali. I'll call him Kanye. I'll call him Yee. I'll call him Wes.
Formerly known as.
Like I'll fight Kanye in a minute. Like I'll fight Kanye straight up. Like so stop. But God bless him. But I tell you what, he's not crazy. People who are crazy, who literally will celebrate Columbus Day even though you know Columbus didn't discover America. People who are crazy will celebrate Valentine's Day and have a Saint Valentine's on a card with a white boy who's naked shooting people in the ass. Mike on to something. Someone owned the internet, then sold websites years ago. Shawn Robinson. What am I saying? Everything has a price. This man is not crazy. What is crazy is that we subjectively have our little spots in the world where we just go like, this is the way it is. This is the way. If you think about the stuff we believe, we crazy. We literally crazy. But we got more parts of Kanye. And don't get it twisted, Kanye, I do not follow everything Kanye says. I just don't like people calling him off or crazy or whatever. That man just has views and opinions that are as crazy as the views and opinions and things that we follow. We follow crazier things than what Kanye says all day, every day. We still, you know how many years we had women trapped in the house and said you can't work? You know how many years we had and we said women, you are not smart enough to vote? Dog, we had black people enslaved. And Kanye is crazy? And the same people who enslaved black people, we literally listened to them when they gave us holidays. Who crazy?
Yeah,
anyway,
they say they delayed they getting him in the Forbes as a billionaire. He said they put Kylie in there, but they just didn't want to put him, and they had no choice. But yeah,
nah, I'm not saying he's not a narcissist. I'm not saying Kanye ain't a narcissist. I'm not saying Kanye ain't an asshole.
I thought that's called confidence, not necessarily ego.
No, that's called an asshole.
I got a big ego.
And an ego is just a good word for a narcissist. Like, I got a big ego. If you can't humble yourself to any point, I can't mess with you. Columbus discovered America. Dave Burns, I ain't messing with you. Oh, my shoulders is tight. All right, so let's get into some fun. Yo, last night I did a comedy show at the Arlington Improv.
Okay. Arlington, Texas.
Arlington, Texas. Josh Drake, Dexter Givens, Fonzo Crow, and the Magician came back. Hecka Magic. Go to Hecka Magic on his Instagram. Dude is amazing. He really is, and he's amazing. The show was fire. Listen, people, I wouldn't even bring up the show if it wasn't fire. I wouldn't even bring up the show if it wasn't fire.
Like, oh, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Let's keep it moving. But it was fire.
All I know is I cut my Black and Mild break. Now Josh Drake went over his time, but I get it. Josh Drake was feeling it. I went over my time. I'm the host. I didn't even know the clock wasn't working. He hadn't set the clock because when I go up, I think I did like 30 minutes to begin with. Mm-hmm. But dog, these comedians on my last two shows between Trey Mack, who was on the show before, Josh Drake, Dexter Givens, Fonzo Crow, who else was on the last show? Oh, I can't think of it right. Dog, these shows have been so fire. That I wish I had I had an actual camera crew that just recorded these shows. Dog, these shows was dog. Are
you posting pics? You was posting about it last night? I got it.
Yeah, I only posted the pic of me and the squad, and I got a few all the comedians. I got a few more pics that I'm gonna. You ever take a pic and beneath Basha is it? Yes, Basha and Rio the barber is my barber. Rio. And then Rio, and then Basha is next to him, and she has a beauty salon. But it is dope. It like I hate to say beauty salon. That sounds so old school. She got a space where women go in there, and it is dope. And Basha came in there, and she brought her 10 girls. Yes, Mike, the show was a fool. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. And we were in there tearing things down, and then I took a picture with her squad because I was like, I want to take a picture with her. Well, they want to take a picture with me, but I'm like, it's dope to take a picture with squad. But then Basha, who is the most innocent, hardworking woman ever, there's nothing. She put her head on my shoulder and was like this, and we took pictures. And I was like, damn, I think I gotta clear this with Stacy before I post the picture. But I don't feel like going through that. Because that sets a bad precedent. Like if I do that, then
every time you got to get approval.
And dog, I did this pose. I had my arms up like this. So I was like, oh Jesus.
You look really familiar. Yeah.
But I did it like this. Like I was like hip hop. And her head was here, and I was like, I don't want to get into this shit. Yo, Jay Black, you get my clip.
Oh, she just sent me something on in the DMs. I just can't open it because the IG there. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, he's on. When we take a break, he'll get to the IG, and then we'll see when the ovaries pop in.
Yeah, because we gotta talk about Joe Buttons coming out as bisexual, Rick Ross coming as Scottie Pippen. Somebody just popped in now to see if this sexy Mo. Dr. Smith should be coming on. They got that Ahmaud Arbery murder trial going on with like one black juror, which is like crazy. So we want to get his thoughts on that. So there's a lot of stuff we should cover today.
And when we talk about Rick Ross, I will applaud Rick Ross because everything he was saying was correct. He just didn't cover the whole reason why Scottie Pippen is really mad. But what he said was absolutely 1,000 correct. I heard about Josh Drake. He's hilarious. Josh Drake is funny as hell. She didn't touch your shoulders like Jay Black on Touchtone. Tam, you a B? You a B, Tam? No, he rubbed his head. For those who are watching, I realize I'm loud, y'all. I realize I'm loud. So I'm trying to control my loudness, right? I'm trying. But I get loud, so I got to move away from the mic when I get loud. Jay Black rubbed Touchstone's head, and he did it like he just got a fresh haircut, and that was his son. And he rubbed his head and his shoulder. So Tam, you're fucking hilarious, Tam.
I don't co-sign that.
You shouldn't. I didn't co-sign your actions. I will punch you in your chest the day you rub the top of my head.
That was definitely a son moment. Like, come here, son.
I'm like, what the hell? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why you rub my head?
Hey, son.
And he said, Touchstone. Grab your head. What are you, a genie?
All right. That was every bit of like 2001, I think, or 2000.
Oh, so that was different? You wasn't. Oh, so you grew out of being suspect after 2001, Mom?
Pause wasn't out. Pause wasn't out yet. Pause wasn't out. It wasn't. No. Different mindset.
Hi, sexy Mo.
What's
She's
going
here.
on?
She got her hair done. Mike, check that out. I see something different with the hair.
No. Mo was mad at us yesterday because I said I couldn't handle a woman with a face that had a 10 and a body that had a 10 or a 9.
I had a problem with that.
And I forgot that. Look, Mo has a severe problem that she happens to have both. Oh.
Good morning.
And I said I just couldn't. I said I couldn't protect you. That's all I said is I couldn't protect you.
But she mess up the lower body. Like, I mean, if he's 6'5", you could still mess up the lower body.
I'm not. No, I'm not. And then I have to have guns, and then I want to go into jail, and you miss me, and then you write letters, and then you want to move it on anyway. So it didn't work.
I would keep your JPay lit.
I don't want that because somebody else is bang Siegel Street. No. All right, so we got Sexy Mo on here, and
what up, trendsetters on IG? I see you.
And when we have an ovary on here, do you want to take a break or do you want to go straight into? Because I would like to ask her.
Just keep going.
I'm good.
Because she's like, I already know if I ask Jay Black the question, I already know where we're gonna go with this. I already know. So Joe Budden, who I don't believe ever. Mm-hmm. If anybody's ever been, Joe Budden has great opinions and has great poignant opinions, and I love when Jay Black, poignant, and Joe Budden's. I love when he talks about hip hop because I love when he brings the different angles and stuff like that. But Joe Budden, yesterday or whatever he did it, but yesterday it got on the Instagram was like, I am bisexual. Right, I am bisexual, and I like boys and girls, which made me feel like he wasn't bisexual off the door. When I first heard it, I was like, okay. And then we sent a text. We had a group text, and I said, if he happened to touch a D, I wouldn't be shocked. But I wouldn't be shocked on anybody anymore. It's 2021. I wouldn't be shocked whoever is bisexual. I just think he's lying. But I honestly think he's lying. Like I think he was being sarcastic and he knew what it was gonna get. Because if I say I'm bisexual now on a big platform, first of all, no one can come at me. No one can diss me. No one can say I'm not hip hop. And you can't get canceled. 20 years, yeah.
Yeah, the reason would be, oh, you canceling me because I said I was bisexual because I like men. There's the caveat.
The reason why I don't think it's a prank, though, his ex-girlfriend, Kaylin, had made a comment about, she's glad that he's finally, like, you think, oh, she could be in on it, is what you're saying. Like, she was like, she's glad for him that he came out.
Or it can be all PR to get in front of something that's major. You know how people get extorted.
Hold on, Mo. Stop real quick. Get on IG Live. Get on IG Live because I want them to hear your comment.
All right, so I'm gonna play the clip while Mo's getting on IG Live, and you can come back. And
play the clip.
This is what Joe Buttons actually said on the show.
I'm bisexual.
Fuck okay. It's okay now. You got okayed? He got okayed?
How do I spread this news? How do I spread the word?
I think you got to call the CEO.
Yo, listen.
You gotta make sure it's okay.
I like guys and girls. Spread the word. I'm down.
Remember, this was the first time he returned to the...
You know why I don't believe it now for real? It's because the guy next to him in mid-conversation was like, oh, you got old gay now, sarcastically.
Right.
I don't believe none of this.
And then he said, you guys, this is the first time that he's revealing this on. Like, yeah, it was just very stagey.
Yeah.
And again, if he has taken it in the butt from another man, maybe he's just trying to get out in front of something that...
Yeah. But I heard sarcasm all over that. Even between the guys, I heard sarcasm all over.
Who wants to say that they're bisexual and like guys if they really don't and go through that ridicule or go through that, especially in hip hop? That's not something that you want to put yourself through unless it's real and he's just having that moment.
Yeah, you're very you do know that I know you're younger than me, but you're very old school. You're very old school. If you're doing
so is Joe.
No, he's not. If you're doing
he is old school.
If you're a podcaster and you're making millions, you know exactly what the hot take is, and you know exactly how to manipulate everything. And you know, in that conversation, the dude said, "Oh, you all gay now?" Sarcastically, "You all gay now?" He said, "Yes." Spread the word.
Yeah.
It's almost like when I do my Batman voice. Put it in the butt. Just put it right in the butt. Just put it in the butt. And if they just took that clip, they'd be like, all Michael Shawn knows how to do is put it in the butt. I ain't even put it in the butt before.
No, but he said, I'm down. I like guys and girls. Like that was very direct.
First of all, I swear, being in New York when I was doing comedy, way before this thing was acceptable, that boys and girls just don't even sound right.
It doesn't sound right.
It don't even sound right. That almost sounds like if you knew what you were saying, that would sound like a pedophile.
I like men and women.
Yes.
That's what he would say versus saying I like boys and girls. Like that sounds very, very
pedophilish. That's a pedophile comment.
Yes.
And that's when I feel like he don't even know what he was doing, but he knows what he's doing. But if he really wanted people to believe it, he should have structured his wordplay correctly.
Right.
Like that's why I don't even believe. And honestly, I don't even care.
Morning, Queen Boy. And I gotta watch again just to watch his facial expression. Well, let me see something.
I'm bisexual.
Fuck okay. It's okay now. You got okayed? He got okayed?
How do I spread this news? How do I spread the word?
I think you got to call the CEO.
Yo, listen.
You gotta make sure it's okay.
I like guys and girls. Spread the word. I'm down.
Remember, this was the first time he returned to the...
And see how they cut it? This is the first time he returned to what?
Yes.
There's no context.
And there was no reaction from his squad.
No. Nobody
They
walked
didn't
off the
even
show.
acknowledge it.
Nobody was like, "What?" Yeah, no.
Immediately facial expression.
But this is the thing, and we're part of it because we're talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
So what
Right.
change? So guess what? He likes guys and girls. So what changes? We don't care.
Not a damn thing, because it's so prevalent now in hip hop that we're kind of becoming desensitized to people making these announcements. It's like, oh, okay. Little Nas X was like this big story, and even that has dialed down. Like, all right,
Because we know he's
Yeah.
trolling. For Joe, a hip hop artist to say that they're gay and put themselves through that, or
Mhm.
bisexual, I just seemed a little.
On IG, what is it? I don't have my glass. I gotta get my glasses because
Blessed Days
Yeah,
2
read that.
says, Blessed Days 2 says he created a topic of discussion that creates followers and people to speak on it, which is true, because look what we're doing.
all day.
I
So-
know if I'm not gay or bisexual, I wouldn't want to just say that.
Well, Jay, you from Philly, and Philly, I mean, like that's
Will Smith from Philly too.
No, I'm saying Will Smith ain't coming out saying he's shady.
That was palm tree
He got a new
shady.
book coming out too.
That
It's
was
good.
palm tree shady.
Lexi's coming to Philly next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't accuse nobody of nothing.
But I mean, for the average man in Philadelphia,
It is Friday after that. He's a comedian. Charlie Mack. He's a comedian, Mac.
right? Well, remember the last time we got in trouble from Charlie Mack
You make jokes.
when I said,
Charlie Mack ain't saying nothing. His man is in an open relationship. Charlie Mack ain't defending nothing. His wife got banged out by another R&B singer. So stop. You're not gonna come at my little ass for this. No, you're not.
He'll be in Philadelphia next week for his. I guess he's going on a book tour. Jay Black.
Yeah.
And won't nobody ask him that question?
Mhm.
Why
you letting your wife getting banged out?
You just started to echo a little bit.
I know. I don't even know why the echo came.
Because you start talking about Will Smith being shady.
Listen, there's certain
outta here.
things that you can't talk about. It messes up the situation.
There is an echo. I don't know where it's coming from. I might have to log out and log back in. I have no idea. But y'all not going to sit up here and be like, oh, don't say that about Will Smith. And Charlie Mack might say, Charlie Mack is rolling over, not in his grave, but in his bed going, how are you letting an R&B singer bang your woman out and you know it and she lives in your house? Can flaming heterosexuals actually speak up and be like, what are you doing? And why are you doing it? Are we really?
But that's the whole world. Some people are legit if they into that open relationship stuff.
So why'd you cry? Why'd you cry?
Because it got public. You didn't expect it to be public.
Oh, so you you part of a situation and you cried at the red table? You puffy eyed?
And plus, he embraced August Alsina, so I think that it was more to it than that.
We really gonna? This is why when Kanye West says you can buy the earth and people say he's crazy and you're like, no, you really can. If you have enough money, you really can buy the earth. And then when we see this, look, man, I love Will Smith. Will Smith is the greatest. Will Smith is one of my favorite actors.
And he retweeted you, so you know.
And I love Will Smith. I wish everybody could literally say what it is that they're living and not put this persona on.
Live their truth.
In real life.
Insecurities.
Everything.
Well, we live in such a cancel culture. So you talking about some big icons that, you know, again, not that Joe Budden is an icon by far, but you know, we live in this cancel culture where everybody's scared to say or live and speak in their truth a lot of times.
But we would never, and Will knows this for a fact, we would never cancel Will Smith. Ever.
It's not even doable. I don't think it's a doable thing.
And when you have the amount of money, my thing, I just get so frustrated with just be you. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be.
Right.
Just be you. I don't like the way Jada plays him. But then I don't know the inside story on maybe Jada is forced to be in this situation and is looking out for him. Maybe she's really looking out for him. Will Smith literally is in my top 5. There's no person I love hearing speak more than Will Smith. Like, I love when he talks. He's literally inspiring. One wish, Ray J.
I thought he was saying to R. Kelly, I wish. But okay,
No,
I do Ray J
that's
instead.
one wish.
Like, okay, let's get off Will Smith. Let's take Will Smith out this whole thing.
Right.
Okay.
Out this whole thing.
Take it out.
Will Smith literally is in my top 5. There's not. I watch Wild Wild West.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
you're a fan.
I watched that thinking it was going to be crazy. When I saw the mechanical in Wild Wild West, when I saw the mechanical thing and he was on, I said, oh, this is going to be nuts. I had no idea he turned down The Matrix to do Wild Wild West until, he turned down The Matrix.
Well, you never know how big these movies are going to pop. When you get the treatment, when you get the script, you don't know how big it's going to be.
Well, he was wrong, and he admitted he was wrong. He was wrong. He turned down The Matrix.
In hindsight,
Yeah, he was wrong. He was
should have
wrong.
took the blue pill, Will.
I even forgot where I was going. There was something I was going to say. We don't allow our artists to be who they are.
Okay.
And Will Smith came up in a situation that was more difficult than anybody else ever. He's a hip hop star, and he's black. We never let Luther be who he was ever. Luther Vandross, we never let him be who he was ever. And I did this. I was on stage last night, and it got kind of quiet. But I was not going to veer off this joke. I support Dave Chappelle. I truly support Dave
They got
Chappelle.
quiet on you.
They clapped. They clapped. Everybody. I said I support Dave Chappelle. I don't support anybody being canceled. I don't mess with anybody being canceled. I said, but is anybody over 35 years old in here? And they all clapped it up. They clapped it up. I clapped it, and I said, y'all do remember when we tried to cancel gay people first? Y'all do remember that, right? Y'all remember when you had a gay family member and they could be who they wanted, they just couldn't say they were gay, right?
Right.
Y'all do remember that. Quiet. But I'm not scared no more. Quiet. I said, y'all do remember that Ellen, even though I don't even like Ellen got her show canceled simply because we found out she ate coochie and she was a lesbian, and they canceled her.
This is true.
We blamed the whole disease. We blamed the whole disease on gay people, and come to find out, heterosexuals were putting in the butt way before everybody was. Unprotected sex and cuts and stuff like that were creating it. Y'all do remember that.
But it was so much easier to blame it on a culture that was presumably taboo.
And then I said, you do remember when we were searching like a lynch mob for the gay rapper?
Yes.
Y'all do remember when we were searching out you do remember we were pulling gay people out the closet just so we could destroy them when they came out the closet?
Yes.
It's silence.
Just come out.
I'm trying to figure out how do you turn that into
Right.
a laughing joke matter after that, though?
Because I'm a genius.
He's
I
been
said-
a comedian for over 20 years.
I said, y'all do remember when we literally, Wendy Williams was on the radio saying we need to find the gay rapper, and literally had a list of people allegedly being gay rappers.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
these rappers were in the car with their wives and girlfriends, and their names have been put out. Remember this. And we were like, we need the one gay rapper. Who is the one gay rapper? Who is the one gay rapper? How is it 25 years later, literally, who is the one gay rapper? All of them. Fuck with me if you want. Half of the people laughed and half of the people like, what do you mean by that? I meant what I said. You think Lil Nas X is the only gay rapper?
we don't look at him as a rapper, though, I'm sure.
Oh, no, he's a rapper. I downloaded the album. He's good. And they were like, when I said, yeah, who is the one? 25 years later, we found out who is the one gay rapper. All of them.
Yeah, but Joe Buttons is I don't know. I don't know.
And when I do the Netflix special 5 years from now or 3 years from now, that joke is gonna rip.
I was about to say you gonna come out as gay? Like what? Where you going?
No, because it is what it is.
Gay comedian.
It is what it is. It's like you ain't even gotta worry about it. At that point, I'm just saying, like, come on, how gay is hip hop turned?
D. Marie said there's a few gay ones out there. I guess on the hush hush.
Do you see the thought process that we have in 2021? That they're just a few, and I ain't got no problem with it. Just rap. I don't give a damn. How many rappers do you think are bisexual? I'm gonna ask the ovary in the building. Sexy Mo.
I think that there's a lot.
What would be the percentage?
The percentage? I would say at least 50%.
Stop it. 50% of the rappers are gay or
bisexual.
So think about this, Jay Black. Think about this, and I'm gonna take jail out of the equation. Like take that off of the table, right?
Wait, whoa. Hold up.
We want to keep it all the way real.
Hold up, Mo just dropped the mother.
We want to keep it all the way real. Let's take jail off of the occasion, off of the table, right?
Oh boy.
You got drugs in the situation, you drinking in the situation, you got threesome, you running trains. You gonna tell me somewhere along the line in that type of lifestyle, something ain't never slip up, and then maybe somebody said, "Oh, I like this," and on the low, they shifted and went both ways. I'm not even going to touch people who have experienced certain things in their childhood, growing up.
Hey Mo, let's bring the train.
So yes, 50%, 50% is fair.
Let's bring the
50%
train.
is fair.
Let's bring the train back.
You got men who say, as long as he do it to me and I don't do it to him, I'm not gay. I'm not bisexual.
He did me.
And they enjoy the moment. They enjoy the moment. And then as soon as the moment is over, they turn into this big tough guy. You tell somebody I'm a murk you. 50% is fair.
But the 50 is a lot. But I do see, I guess some of the way they dress, clothing, the super tightness, the certain clothes make you look a little suspect.
It could be the thuggest of the hardest of the hardest. I'm not even talking about exterior, Jay Black. I'm talking about what happens when ain't nobody looking. I'm talking about what happens when the lights go out. Wow. And when you leave out first and you gonna leave out 10 minutes after me. I'm talking about that type of stuff.
That don't happen. No. Stop it.
Tam said so. They like the movie Moonlight. I know Jay Black has never seen the movie. Great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all straight from. I can tell y'all directly. To anybody, I'm a flaming heterosexual, but I know one of the craziest things is a train, two guys on a girl. And if you are used to that, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that's a weird thing.
At some point, your balls touched another man's balls, and we just gonna leave it on the table. Wow. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday.
It's Friday, y'all.
And we not saying that anything is wrong with it. We just saying, let's be honest about what it is.
Be free.
Everybody act like it's an anomaly. It doesn't happen in hip hop. Yeah, it does.
Free Friday.
More than you know.
So if somebody out there, you want to come out, you want to use this opportunity, feel free.
Mo drop bombs.
Feel free. Good morning, Shaquisa.
And Shaquisa, did you hear what Mo said? Shaquisa know what it is. Jay Black is crickets. Jay Black don't want to deal with that fact.
That's not my lane. I can't speak to that.
Jay Black doesn't want to think about his favorite rapper's favorite rapper taking it in the butt.
Hove is my number one of all time.
It happens.
I would be distraught.
That's realistic, Jay Black. It happens.
All right, let's talk. I don't know why there's this little echo on my microphone.
I hear it.
It's like crazy.
Stormy Weather said a train and DP are two different things.
What is a train and what is DP?
DP, not down low. DP.
What is that? Putting it in the vagina? If y'all two-way a chick, let me tell you, y'all two-way a chick, balls are touching.
Yes. And I'm not saying again that because you had a train that you go both ways. What I'm saying is in those type of situations, sometimes things happen and you feel like, oh, I actually like that as a man. What do you do with that? Oh, double penetration. But see, and that's what I'm
Mo
talking
playing
about.
too much. Mo playing too much on Friday. She playing too much.
No, because he said double penetration. So again, some men say because I got it and I didn't give it, meaning like they may receive head from another man. They may not, have penetration, stormy weathers, whatever. Yeah, stormy weathers. So that may not happen. But does that mean that they're not bisexual? Come on.
Listen, man, don't be scared of Mo.
Everybody want to put the line in the sand and say, I did this, but I didn't do this. So that means that I'm not this.
And understand, we're not saying none of this is wrong. We're just saying, let's be honest on what it is.
It happens.
Let's be honest on what it is.
So with that stigma, you think Joe Budden really will...
First of all, Jay Black, stop saying with that stigma. It's not a stigma.
Not anymore.
To be gay
not anymore. Not anymore.
It's not
I mean, as far as that's a lot of pressure for someone
Jay Black,
to go through.
Jay Black,
to deal with.
Bad boys come out and play.
I'm not saying. He says, how does a train equate to gay? That's not what we're saying. What I'm saying is there are moments when, and I just gave it as an example, that you might be in a train situation where it might be 2 guys, 3 girls, or however, 2 guys and 1 girl, 3 guys and 1 girl, whatever your situation is. And yes, in that moment, you might come in contact with the man in a sexual manner as another man. And maybe you decide, hey, you know what? I like that.
Why are you butt naked with another dude in a room, Storm?
But
now let me answer this. Hey, Storm, I'm uncomfortable. She'll be a bad B.
But it happens.
And it does happen all the time. And it doesn't make you gay. I'm just saying there's some lines that are being crossed.
And that's for some men, that is their gateway to finding out that they also like men.
And did Storm say double? Wait, did Storm say double penetration?
Yes, he did.
Storm, stop. Stop.
That's called
double penetration. Your balls is rubbing up on each other. Stop, Storm. Double penetration. Vagina in the butt.
Y'all are clapping together. Period. Point blank. And I'm not saying that at the end of the day, when y'all leave that room and y'all wash off and get y'all warm wash rag, wash towel, I'm not saying that it's not a situation where you like, yo, we pound it up and you think nothing of it. For some men,
you just said accidentally they're going to accidentally touch.
Not accidentally. What he's talking about is double penetration. He said what he said. That means that if both of them are getting in with the girl, that means that they both smacking. And for some men, that might be an enjoyable feeling, and that may be their first time finding out that they are attracted or have some type of sexual sensation to another man.
So, Quisha, this all started with us talking about Joe Budden's claiming that he's bisexual, even though we don't believe him. Did the echo go away, or is it still there?
It went away.
I don't know what I did.
I don't know. When you whisper, it's lower.
I know, because this is my sexy voice.
That's like your sexy voice.
Mo, don't get turned on. Stop it. We're friends. Stop.
It's Friday.
Don't let this raspiness get to you right now. But Storm, we appreciate the fact that you're actually listening and watching right now. Storm, we get it. Like, we're not saying you absolutely gay because you did a double penetration. Right. I'm just saying there is some lines that it came back. Lines that are crossed. Hey, Mike, Shawn, I said there is a difference. I didn't say I liked it. Stop trying to play me. I didn't. What? It was Mo dropping bombs. It wasn't me.
Listen, because what
I'm not putting none in nobody's mouth.
Pause. No, but I want to be very clear. What I'm saying is these are situations where possibly that could be their first introduction to realizing that, hey, I like that sensation, or I like that fantasy, or I like that. I like the feeling or the option of being with another man.
Now I'm trying to figure out if there's a woman that had the double penetration done to her that we can get on the show, and she could let us know.
If you
Is
want-
there anybody? Is there
How would she
anybody?
know if the two males had
No,
some
because
type of interaction?
because
Well, I
women,
guess
women have this way of going like, okay, y'all enjoyed everything, and yeah, but y'all enjoyed. It wasn't just me. Y'all enjoyed.
so if you ever been double penetrated and you want to come clean and talk about it,
Oh, super producer.
that's where we're going.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about it, feel free.
We done brought Jay Black in the mix.
No, y'all ain't bring me in that mix. I'm just saying.
Jay Black don't even want to admit 50% of hip hop
don't think-
artists are bi. He just thinks 50% of pop artists are bisexual. 50% of country artists are bisexual. He'll go like 50% of rock artists are bisexual. But don't make me bring up Africa Bambaataa and what he was doing.
So gateway is just
What
what?
is he saying? What is
It's
Storm
just
saying?
what? It's just an identifiable experience. That's all.
That's all.
A
it is.
gateway
Tag
just
team.
means that it opened me up to new ideas. Okay, it opened me up to new feelings, new emotions. I'm not saying for everyone that's the same experience, that's the same gateway, but for sure, definitely somewhere in this world, somebody is doing that. What you said, the
Yeah.
double penetration, and that's happened.
I've seen the BS and I'm cool on that.
Or
But
the girl,
Storm, thank
or the
you.
girl is that thorough, and she's like, kiss him.
See?
If you
Y'all
want
done
this,
had
this
some
is
liquor.
it.
And
I mean, y'all done had some liquor. Y'all done had y'all doing whatever,
Ain't enough
but
liquor
Jay
in the
Black,
world. Ain't
Jay
enough
Black,
liquor in the
Jay
world.
Black.
Uh-oh.
Sexual experiences
Jay Black
are
what?
vulnerable places.
Oh,
Sexual experiences are vulnerable places. Don't say what other people would not do in that room, in that situation. You could be the hardest of the hardest, and it has happened.
Morning.
But again, blessed two days said that basically, hey, I get it. The lines are only crossed if you're already that way. You don't just accidentally become gay, and I do believe that too. That's what I'm trying to say.
And I'm gonna tell you
That
something.
might be the gateway to say, hey, I actually do. It validates your feelings.
And I'm gonna tell you something right now. People have done stuff sexually, and that doesn't make them part of what they did sexually. There are people who have been involved in situations that were like, oh, women all the time could have a woman perform oral sex on them, and doesn't mean they're a lesbian or bisexual.
And
if a guy
women-
have sex with another guy, that you saying that don't mean nothing?
Listen,
Some people argue and say
Stop.
that it makes them sexually fluid. They just like sex. It doesn't matter what the person.
if a woman, this is how sexist, and
It really is.
we've always done this, and we have the same joke all over again. You can find out a woman had a girl eat her out, and she ate her out, and they 69, and they did everything, and then she's like, yeah, I just did that, but I'm not gonna go back. And then a guy does the same thing, and they say, well, a guy can't go back. Once a guy does that, people in real life, do you not believe that has really happened?
And even more so, if you found out your man did that, would you stay?
But my thing is, in the past, if women go to, I don't know how many women that I know in college that wild out in college, and were like, and they're married now for 20 years.
Right. But it's acceptable because with women, they say,
It is
it's
double
pretty.
standard for females.
It's pretty.
and
They
guys.
package it. They package it up with a pretty bow.
But my thing is, the double standard isn't reality. If women do it, that means men do it.
Shout out to Malik.
Absolutely. Hey,
It
Malik.
does. What up, Malik? But I'm saying, like, we gotta stop living in this fake fantasy world that women only did that and guys didn't. Like, it was like in the 90s, like, dudes are on the down low. There are tons of men, and I can freely talk about this because once
Right.
again, I'm a flaming heterosexual. There are hundreds and thousands of men who have banged out another dude and are happily married and are not gay.
And you believe that?
I absolutely believe it.
And some things are situational. So, like I was saying, you know, that does not technically mean that.
Wait,
Yes,
Mo,
that's
he
what
just
you-
said a man can have sex with another man
He said
and
what
not
he
consider
said.
themselves bisexual or gay.
He said what he said. Some people are sexually fluid.
Oh, a woman.
Stormy Weather said, but if some folks are freaks, pedophiles excluded, what's wrong with that? And we're not saying anything's wrong with
And
that.
I don't even
That's
like
the
the
point.
And the word freak, don't even put freak. I'm just saying we will accept a woman having sex with another woman, dildos and all. And then she'll be like, yeah, I just did that, but it's fine. Like that's not how I get down. And the guy be like, that's not how you get down? I'm like, yeah, and we'll be cool. And you think the other species isn't doing it? Like you really in your mind have been controlled to think that dudes ain't doing that.
So you get Mike. So you in your mind, you think if you had sex with a guy, you wouldn't be gay.
No, I would never. No.
But that's what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is like I'm not open to that for orgasm. So the dudes that did 15 years in jail and come out of jail, but they go right.
Firsthand, I know people who have,
and they get married and have kids and change their life. What do you think happened when they were in there?
I know firsthand. I've had family members.
Everybody that did
I know
did
firsthand.
No, not everybody.
Not everybody who's
not
done
everybody.
it.
Not everybody. Not everybody.
That.
But we do know a lot, right? We do know a lot have.
Things happen.
No, I'm not. This is why I can have this conversation.
This is too much for me. This is too much for me.
But all it is,
this is too much.
Dog, all it is,
it happens.
If you're gay, you're gay. But you can't have these situations that you get down with, that they get down with. That doesn't make you gay. And I know people watching like,
acknowledge who you are. Just accept who you are.
But what I'm saying, you are accepting who you are.
You're in denial. You're in denial if you think you're doing something with
so
a man.
If a woman, so if a woman had her vagina ate multiple times, and she says, "I'm not a lesbian," can she say that?
We know that is a double standard. It's more acceptable.
No. It's not a double standard.
It's just completely different for a black male or a male, and it's just different for guys.
Jay, do you understand? A double standard is just what people think. It's not what is real. A double standard is not real. A double standard is just what we put out there to make ourselves feel comfortable. A double standard is not real. What is real is what really happens. If a woman does it, why do you think a man wouldn't do the same and be able to be capable of doing the same thing?
I'm not playing this game.
Do you really like? I hate to say this. I hate to say this. In your heart of hearts, do you really think Diddy's never done anything bisexual?
I don't know about Diddy. I'm not do I think Diddy ever done anything? Could I
Do you think Eddie Murphy's ever done anything bisexual?
No, Eddie.
Does it change the way you think about them?
No, Eddie's a genius.
Do you change how you think about Diddy?
I don't know. I can't confirm or deny with Diddy.
I'm asking you that, Jay. I'm not asking. I said, does it change anything on how you think about Diddy?
Diddy's a performer. He's an artist. He's an entertainer.
Okay, so why would it change how you think about your nephew?
Who said it would change? I'm just saying only you are, but just accept if that's what you into. That's what you into. But I think it's deeper than just I'm not gay or I'm not bi. If you're doing that, I think there's a deeper conversation.
But if that person
with yourself,
how about Jay? If that person, how about they really not, and they're telling you I'm not. I did that, but I'm not. Why would you not believe them? Simply because of your perception of everything? That's all I'm saying. You'll believe a woman, but you won't believe a man. That's all. It's really not that scary, y'all.
But that's the whole societal norms thing, because Jay Black, again, it's not a shock value for you if we said Maya, Rihanna, Beyonce, they all were bisexual. You'd be like, oh okay. But if on the flip of that, if I said some of your favorite icon rappers were
Jay-Z, like you don't see, like
I think you would go in the corner, like and have some difficulty.
If it came out there, Hov was banging out some dudes, I would be traumatized. I think I would.
Why?
Because as you grow up and you like that was my guy like my music. That was.
But why is he still not? What does that take away from his music?
That would be too much for me. I don't know. That would be
so the Las Vegas football player, I forget his name, defensive lineman, who's killing it in the game right now. If he's on your team, it don't change nothing as long as he's getting sacks, right? As long as he's getting sacks, it don't change nothing.
We messing up his whole Friday, fantasy football and all.
No, because this is and this is what I said and I said this last night. I really don't care what y'all do. I don't care what anybody does. I'm totally secure. If there's one thing in life, I'm insecure about everything in my life. The one thing I'm secure about is my sexuality, and that's why I'm like, do you? And that's why I'm just don't force it on me, and I'm not gonna force my situation on you. And that's why I made the whole thing on how the gay community with all the letters is trying to cancel people. But let's remember, we tried to cancel them first.
Right.
That's all I was saying, and that's what got into it. And neither one of them is right. Neither one of them is right. So listen, all right, Jay Black, it's time for a Black and Mild break. Shawn Robinson, you read my mind. We shouldn't be talking about what they do in their bed. If it's to adults, keep it in the field. I totally agree with you. But unfortunately, we have always been worried about what people are doing in their bed. Go ahead, Jay.
I'm just saying, if you want to come out and say something, just use this forum, Mike. If you got an announcement to make.
Look, I also said that last night on stage. If I was gay, I would be the one that annoys you. Cause I'm a flaming heterosexual. My T-shirt would be.
Still be friends.
My T-shirt would be tied in a knot.
If he this all these years,
you wouldn't be friends. You wouldn't be friends with me.
I don't know. That's deep. Like I would literally have to sit back and like, what? I didn't, because usually you can see signs and you know, like, all right.
You can't, Jay.
I would have had no clue of Mike.
You would just have to explain to Buddy why Uncle Michael Shawn got his shirt tied in a knot like a girl, like your sister. It'll be okay.
But Jay is so
blindsided. I don't know.
But Jay is so old school. He still thinks he can see signs.
But he
still thinks you can't.
You can see signs. You absolutely can.
Cannot.
You can. I mean, you're not going to catch every sign, but you absolutely can see signs.
Jay Black, I know somebody who nobody knows that he goes that way, right? His family don't know he go that way. But when I tell you he is all the way, and he is over 6'5", he's a big guy. I mean, body, and he don't look at women.
Okay.
But you would never know that. You would never know that. Everybody at his job thinks
everybody you can
Mike Tyson literally said before the Lennox Lewis fight, when it went crazy in the pre-fight interview, he said, I will F you in your ass. Yes. You can't take me. Yes. I will rape you, man. Yes, I will get really?
Yes, he did. He did say that.
Raping his kids and something. Like he went way left. Kanye used the Mike Tyson reference too in that interview.
Dog, you gonna tell me what you gonna change your opinion on what you thought of Mike Tyson because of what? Like, get over it, dog. It's been here forever.
Living your truth. That's all I'm saying.
So Gigi Too Funny on IG said playing the DL can be a dangerous person. But let's think about it. Being promiscuous and having multiple sexual partners, period, whether you are heterosexual or not, is a dangerous game. So let's be clear. Let's not create that narrative that being on the DL.
That was always the great
dangerous.
That was always a great thing. They playing the DL, they're endangering us, but everybody was going raw dog. But they're not endangering us.
Right. It's right. That's placating into the old adage of HIV came from the homosexual population, and we know that that's not true. So
all right, let's take this Black and Mild break. Jay Black has to recover.
You all right, Spanky?
I gotta find the clip.
Jay Black literally wouldn't. Right. Hold up, Jay Black literally wouldn't be my friend if he found out I was gay.
I don't know, Mike. If you popped up out of nowhere, pause, and 25, 30 years later, and say, "Yo."
Because Jay Black is an overthinker. He's a Virgo. He's an overthinker. He would be thinking about all those times y'all shared hotel
What rooms. Times? What times did we share a hotel room?
Think about all those times that y'all had to, be in sticky situations. Pause.
That time in September when we shared a shower? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Allegedly.
What are you allegedly? No, ain't no allegedly. What the hell are you talking about? We never did that. Like, this has never happened. Like, what situation other than sitting at bars and going to strip clubs and going to clubs and comedy shows? Saying it talks about multiple.
She does, but just multiple partners. Period. It's not. herpes, HIV, any type of sexually transmitted disease is not
Malik said
because you're a woman or a man.
Malik said need something stronger than a black and out. Jay Black does. And you all right, y'all.
All right. Thanks, Joe Buttons. Thank you. I appreciate it, Joey.
No, this is an interesting conversation.
Thanks.
It's fluid all across the hip hop world. I'm sorry to break it to you, Jay Black. I'm sorry about that, but one of your favorite rappers is probably right now waking up and rolling over onto.
Mo said 50% of hip hop is gay.
A chest. We said bisexual.
50% is bisexual. I didn't say gay. I said at least 50% is bisexual.
Okay, let me ask you this real quick because I really have to pee. Real quick, I really have to pee right now. Smoking black and mild. Think of the females in hip hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many of them do you think wound up being lesbians? Who are the icons that wound up being lesbians? There was a few of them, right?
Females in hip hop.
Yeah, Queen Latifah, MC Light. We. And it's not a big deal. Queen Latifah still can't go to an award show with her girlfriend, my dude.
Right.
Well, she's still. Everyone knows. You talk about signs and all that. Everybody has their own perception and thoughts of she's gay and her being open with it and being able to.
But she still can't.
The Brad is wide open now.
Oh, the Brad.
The Brat is wide open with hers and got the TV show and she's like whatever. But we knew signs the whole time. But she's
why because of the way she dressed. So here we go about that signs. Everybody don't dress.
It ain't just the clothes.
To a societal gender norm. No. You're not going to do that because
Jacqueline
it's
says
Young
and May. Young and Maiden started a motion. Something about
she's verbal about it. She started.
So what I'm saying is that you think these females are just gay, but the male rappers aren't. Like I'm just saying, or bisexual. Like we're really the numbers. If you just go by the numbers, I always say this. If you just go by the numbers, if you're in a room of like 100 guys. The number of guys that just by the numbers are gonna be gay is just obvious, or bisexual, just by the numbers. I'm not scared of it, and look, I'm not at dog. If somebody told me to suppress how I felt about women, I would literally go crazy.
I guess we got to take my wife coming at me in text messages. Jesus.
All right, I gotta pee anyway. We're gonna take a black and mild break. We'll be back in 4 minutes. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah, yo. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Hey, Michael Shawn, let me apologize to Jay Black because I got a text from him yesterday with the link, and I noticed on the previous text he texted me, and I'm like, I'm just saying.
Oh, so I thought so, Mike. You didn't know when he was doing the show. The Plastic Cup Boys were coming to Dallas, and I hit him up.
I know. I just wasn't in town. I know.
Back in April, and I hit him up early April. Like, yo, Spank, you coming to Dallas? I need to get you on with Mike Shawn. It was crickets.
Yeah.
So when I had to text him for the link for the yesterday, I'm like, is he going to respond? Like, because it's Spank Hollywood now. So I hit him back. And he was like, bet, I got you, Jay. I'm like, wait, we just going to ignore the fact that he ghosted me with the other, like, no.
I said, oh, he texted me already. My bad, Jay Black. I didn't see it, bro. My bad.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Walmart or Target? Walmart or Target?
Target, man.
Like, did you even have to ask that, Jay Black?
I got money now. I got a hit song or two. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I love you. Like, what?
I love you. Imagine me just being in Walmart. I mean, I'll go sometime, but you know what I mean? Target.
All right, last one. Oh, somebody wanted to know about prenups. We'll come back to that. Last one. Nasty sex or making love? You only get to choose one.
Both of them.
No.
That ain't fair. Both of them.
Tell me it depends on the time of the day.
It does. It does. But I just saw a video that went viral of somebody they reenacting on Viola Davis's page, reenacting TV love scenes and how it's just dramatic and no love is being made. It's just and ain't nothing happening.
Ain't nothing happening unless you a pastor.
Right. I'm gonna get you saved, Mike. Mike, you gonna get saved. Major hope motivation.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't you dare complain ever that we don't bring people to this forum that can entertain you, that can school you, and do everything. Major hope motivations, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm proud of you, man. I believe in you. You is kind, you is smart, you is important. Man, I'm rocking with this team. Let's do it.
Thank you, Major. Thank you so much. Yo,
I love y'all. Y'all meet me on social media, and now that's Major, and I'll talk with y'all later. Peace,
Absolutely.
man.
Search me. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. First of all, let me just explain Jay Black. Jay Black, he went to the Penn Relays when he was like in the 7th or 8th grade.
Yep.
And then after that, he started stealing cars.
Oh. I went through a phase as a teenager, Claudia. You get with the wrong crowd. You get with the wrong crowd, and you pick up bad behaviors, and you see fast money, and you think that's the road to go, and then you learn. You hit 18, you become adult.
No, Claudia.
And you're good.
I love when you try to downplay Grand Theft Auto because I gave this guy.
We got to get back to this track thing, but real quick,
Right.
Claudia, you don't understand. Jay Black actually stole a car, and when he kept it so long, he changed the oil on the bitch.
No,
and he
wasn't oil. It was
you
the
did
brake.
change the
It was
oil.
the brakes.
Oh, he
It
got
was
the brakes
brake.
changed, and mind you, he still had the pliers in the ignition to turn the bitch on. So he literally took the car to get the brakes changed with the pliers in the ignition and was like, "Yo, I'm gonna need the front brakes changed." This is it
was just that one car. That one car was really special, and I kept it longer than I should have. I was foolish, Claudia.
God.
You live and you learn. That was dumb. I know.
So you're very considerate and responsible carjacker.
Yes, I want to make sure I'm safe on the road. I don't want to cause him. Yes, you understood me as a kid.
His inspection sticker on the stolen car, on his defense, was up to date. Like
I gotta say it. There's black people and then there's niggas, and right now. You giving me N-word.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah. We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym. And now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do.
Michael Shawn wears
tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day.
Mike Shawn wears
tight shirts. To the gym or wherever.
tight shirts.
Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Shawn and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah. Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans.
That's it, bro. Mix it up, bro.
Don't never stop if you wanna be on top, yeah.
Tap in.
tap in. Ticket, tap in. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Michael Shawn, Jay Blizzy, Jay Black. My girl Sexy Mo is back in the building. And it's a Friday, y'all. It's a
Friday.
Oh. When I say I love. Okay, never mind.
Miss Jones, shout out Miss Jones. She'll be coming on a little later on this morning too. She has a big event going on this weekend.
Unless she was on IG Live too long last night.
Yeah. So we get her on later.
Yeah, she be coming up at like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Jonesy, are you still up?
It's cold in my little apartment, my little trap
house.
It's cold.
I got this hoodie. I ain't in the trap house, but definitely don't got the shoulders out today.
Ooh, a little chilly out here. It got cold out here in Texas last night. I was like, God, that's what I love about Texas. I don't know why my mic is doing that. I wonder why it's doing that. I'm so tired of trying to figure out microphones and links and stream yards and all this other stuff and trying to figure it out. But look, mic check. This is how we do mic checks. What?
It must be all right because Spanky ain't say nothing.
Oh no, I was trying to find something. I got my wife went at me on the text. She don't understand. I be trying to understand stuff. I don't be. What are you talking about? I'll talk later about it. She's crazy.
Hold on, y'all keep talking. Well, tell Mo what your wife was saying.
No, she said she don't understand sometimes.
No, I think it's the other way around. J Black, you have a difficult time understanding, especially in that type of element. Yeah, when it comes to masculinity and roles and stuff, heck yeah, yes. I think that you have a very limited viewpoint on that. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Can't fathom.
Sometimes it's devil's advocate to figure stuff out. Sometimes it's be out there thinking.
That actually happen in this world.
Hey Jay, if you happen to, you do have a son. If your son were to come to you and say he was gay, would you have a problem?
Stop with this son coming to me saying he's gay.
Because that's a realistic thing.
I'm just asking a question. Maybe we can move. Why is my microphone doing?
My son just asked me the other day, Mom, what's a lesbian? And because they have cell phones and Siri knows the ass or get them any answer they want, you got to have those fluid conversations with your kids.
Did you say your mom in college? I'm playing. I just want to say I'm playing.
Good morning, Leah Frazier.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Good morning, Leah.
That was nothing based on reality. That was just me being an asshole. That's all it was.
But you going through my old letters, son.
When you going through letters back in college. Hey, Leah Frazier, look at you with the glow.
Hi, Leah. I love the lipstick. Hey,
Leah, you muted. We can't hear you. You're muted. Come on, girl.
My bad.
Come on, step. What you got this? Why you got this?
The eyes and glow.
Look at she got a glow.
Yes.
You got hit.
My face.
You got hit with the good. Leah, don't you stop playing, Leah. Stop playing. I see that smile. My God, listen to you, boy.
Wash my face, Mike.
Don't you dare don't you send us no invites to a baby shower. I'm like, girl, you should have told us.
That's not Dove. That's not that ain't no Yellow products on your face.
It's Friday.
Be on my side.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm complimenting. I think that it's a great thing.
No, your skin looks amazing.
Thank you.
It's called dick. No, I'm playing.
Never stop.
Good morning, Leah. Now you've been in the entertainment industry for quite some time, around a lot of things all your life, right?
Ain't gonna let it go. She's not gonna let it go. She's not gonna let it go.
I have no idea what she's
doing. Jay Black is in his. I can see that Spanky is having a difficult time digesting this morning's conversation. So I just wanted to get somebody who is.
Let her know about Joe Budden. Let her know about Joe Budden.
So, of course, Joe Budden announced on his podcast, on the podcast, that, hey, I like boys. He said, I like boys and I like girls.
And here it goes, Leah.
I'm bisexual.
Fuck okay. It's okay now. You got okayed? He got okayed?
How do I spread this news? How do I spread the word?
I think you got to call the CEO.
Yo,
Yeah,
listen.
You gotta make sure it's okay.
I like guys and girls. Spread the word. I'm down.
Remember, this was the
I've seen
first
enough.
time he returned to the.
Now, I think he was being sarcastic. I don't know why my mic is echoing, so I apologize. But what are your thoughts on that, Leah?
I didn't know.
That's honest. I didn't know.
None of
What
us
is
did.
the context? What is going on?
There was no context to that. That's the bigger thing.
Everybody send your
I'm scared of
situation.
unofficial publicists. Let's at least plan a campaign. Let's at least like announce it in a strategic way. It was just
Well, honestly, it was very strategic because he knows he has a large millions of people watching his platform. But I think he was being sarcastic. But I don't know. So that was how the whole conversation. Before we continue, can everybody send me the request on the IG Live? I don't know why my mic has a slight irritating echo, so I apologize for that, everybody listening. If y'all can send me the whole, send your requests and stuff like that, and then I can put everybody on: Leah Frazier, Sexy Mo, Jay Blizzy, Jay Black. So Jay has a problem with believing. No, just believing that this
being who you
exists.
are. No, most at 50% of hip hop is males or gay.
At least
I
bisexual.
didn't say gay. I said
bisexual. or gay.
Which is gay, but it's bisexual.
No, they tell you the difference, Mike. Don't go down that rabbit hole. That's why I ain't going to debate that one. My wife didn't already check me.
Good job, Jay Black.
Slow down. Slow down. Even devil's advocates slow down. I'm like, okay. Maybe I'm going too far. I guess I don't know.
No, I don't think. Honestly, I don't think it's going too far. I think honestly, like people
Did you
need
just
that.
wave at me and so let me in a club? Like you just came to the door?
No, I got you right now. No, but when people say you're going too far, I think this is the problem. If you have questions and you don't agree with something, people all of a sudden want to shut you down. But how can you actually get people to understand something if you're not going to have the dialogue to actually have the conversation?
Right.
So when people are like, oh, you shouldn't, do this. I don't know if it's devil's advocate. Like even Jay Black, Jay Black was like, he found out I was gay. He'd be like, I don't know. I had to rethink our friendship.
No.
Yes, he did.
He did?
He said that before you came on, Leah. Let's talk about it.
No, I said it would take me by storm. I would have to sit back and try to figure out. There's a lot of.
What does his sexual preference have anything to do with him?
He kept it from me. I need to. I don't know.
No, but that's not your.
I would need time to process that.
You're making this about you. This has absolutely nothing to do about you.
Tell him, Leah. And that's because
if somebody waits to tell you about something that affects them, that is on them, and it's their,
anybody else but Michael Shawn, because it's you. Coming from Michael Shawn, Jay Black would go in the corner and have a nervous breakdown. I'm just letting you know that.
And just no. I don't even want to say pause.
Truth, and Jay Black is free to react in the way that he wants to react, but he does not have the choice to tell somebody when to deliver the news to him when it's personal to them.
And real talk, Jay Black wouldn't even be my type.
Wait, you got a male type?
If he was, if he was not a heterosexual,
I know that wouldn't be my type
because he already said he liked Michael B. Jordan. Yeah.
Everybody likes Michael.
Everybody likes Michael B. Jordan.
No, he's not even like he's a handsome dude, but that wouldn't even be. That wouldn't be my run of the mill. GG dot. Funny said it took me by surprise that my cousin was gay. How old was your cousin? Like, was it a guy or girl that it took you by surprise? Listen,
it shouldn't matter if it's a guy or girl.
No,
I don't even think it takes men.
I just want to know the details.
People by surprise when a woman comes out, but when a man comes out, it's a
double standard.
Yeah,
no. I was surprised at two females that I used to work with. Who were, and this is why I was rolling with the stereotypes. They were like the pretty, dressing real girlish and everything like that, the typical girlish thing and everything like that, and they were sexy, and I was like, and then I found out when I met their girlfriends out of nowhere, and I was like, I wasn't disappointed. I was just like, oh, I was like, wait a second, you've been a bad You've been a bad bee for a long time. Like I didn't know you was sharing the vagina with other vaginas, and I was shocked. I was, but it is more acceptable. Like if one of my daughters said they were lesbians, I wouldn't even blink an eye.
Right.
He was 40.
I'd be like, oh, he was 40. Poor thing. Dude came out super late. Dog, I'm telling you right now, I feel bad for anybody who has to hide this sexuality. I love the way women look so much. Like, I love everything about the female speech. I just love how y'all act, how y'all talk, even when y'all get on my nerves. I'm attracted to the whole. So if somebody reversed it on me and said, oh, this is another thing I said. I said, what if you was with a group of guys and a girl with a fat ass walked by and you said, Joe, did you see that ass? And the guys looked at you and said, you like girls? No, I don't even know how. That would drive me crazy not being able to say how much I'm attracted to women. Like that is a real crazy situation.
Gigi Too Funny on IG says his cousin is 40, and since we was kids, he was getting females, and I was like, damn, when he found out that he actually liked men.
Damn.
So Jay Black, it happens more than you think. Jay Black.
Stop with the Jay Black. I'm not
because I just want.
Jay Black don't want to play no more. He don't want to. He don't want to play no more. He don't want to play no more.
Wide majority.
I can't even ask questions.
I mean, your favorite. I mean, I just want to educate you, Jay Black, and plus, I don't want you to be astonished when, like, you know, your favorite rapper, you know, comes out and says, "I like boys."
But you should be able.
A lot of them.
But you should be able to ask the question. Leah, send me that IG request.
Okay, let me go off screen, connect this, and I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead with that glow.
Did you want to get Leah's thoughts with the whole Rick Ross or Scottie Pippen upset because Jordan got paid and he didn't?
Yeah, we can play that. We can play the clip. Rick Ross was That's so much stuff. Everybody got an opinion on everything, dog. Everybody, and I know we got to have an opinion on everything too. Like sometimes we just everything's an opinion. Jay Black don't want to play no more.
Nope.
Action said my oldest son is gay and it didn't affect me like I thought it would. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're like, well, cool.
Yeah. My sister texted me, telling me, "You homophobic?" No, where did this come from?
Thank you.
Guys and girls are different. I was asking questions. It's weird.
Thank you.
This is how I feel. Should I not feel weird if Mike came out as gay and I need to process that? Like that would be weird for me.
Okay,
it's wrong for me to say that. Like,
okay, I think technically the society we live in, like weird is fine to me, but people would be like, you can be shocked. Mm-hmm. But weird is like, all of a sudden, I'm a weird person. Like, all of a sudden, the relationship that we've had all these years is weird. But nothing's really changed except who I was knocking off, who you thought, you know, and then you're like, oh, you was really, got you. Bobby Holiday is gay. No, I'm playing. Bobby Holiday say, morning, everybody. Love you to death. I've known you for more than 20 years. If O told you I was gay, you should be shocked and you would damn sure.
If I told you I was gay, meaning if he told me he was gay, would I be shook?
Oh, shook. I'm sorry, shook. And would you?
No, I wouldn't.
He's saying you damn sure would unfriend him. That's what he's saying.
No, he's not saying I would. He said you.
I don't know, Bobby Holiday.
You would damn sure. Oh,
call the warm line.
I wouldn't unfriend you, Bob.
He said call the warm line. Let's talk about it. I mean, Jay Black, it's real, and I think that's why a lot of people don't want to come out and live in their truth because people response like that.
You good, Leah? No. Yes. No. Oh, she's good. Okay.
She's outside the club. Leah is
all right.
Outside.
Good morning, Kevin Kersey. Hey, I wore your shirt yesterday, Kev. KevinKersey.com. Good morning, Kev.
Good morning, Kev.
All right. Thank God it's Friday. Let's get to this Rick Ross thing. Rick Ross was, and Leah. For those who don't know, as glowy as Leah looks, like Leah played major college basketball.
Okay, major. Like major?
Leah honestly will do just about every guy I know dirty. Like honestly, like I just want to get done dirty. I want to play basketball with Leah just to get done dirty. because
I mean, she got legs for days. I mean, she had to use them.
oh no, she's amazing. But when I tell you in my mind, I know I have two things going on in my brain right now. One is I know she'll do me dirty. Then I got the other side of my brain that says fuck no, she won't. It's like a battle, but then when I'm with her, I go like my brain goes yeah she would, like she would, but then there's another ego that just said no she wouldn't, no she wouldn't. I want to play. I have to play basketball with Leah Frazier. So anyway. I'm saying that just to say she is very well versed in basketball. So when we let you hear what Rick Ross said about Scottie Pippen, who really doesn't appreciate the Last Dance with Michael Jordan, and how Michael Jordan made $10 million off the last, and how Michael Jordan basically didn't. He doesn't think he got the credit for what he did for Michael Jordan. And I do have some evidence that he has a point. But I'm going to play the clip, Jay Black, and then let Leah see what she thinks. And Mo, you too, because you know.
Go
ahead.
I got a question, and it's pertaining to Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and business. I just came across what Scottie Pippen said. Michael Jordan got paid $10 million for the documentary, and he and his teammates received nothing. First thing that come to my mind is fuck you, Scottie Pippen. You ain't handle your business when you was negotiating your own contract 30 years ago. You got fucked. And what you want Mike to negotiate your contract? Then when it came to this documentary, you got fucked again, waited 2 years to say I got fucked. Nah. First thing come to my mind is don't be in the documentary if they ain't got a bag for me. I done stepped back from a lot of shit before when they said, hey, Rose, will you donate the money to charity or the da-da-da-da? No, I got my own charities to donate to, so you donate. The point I'm trying to make is if we all on the same team and we all got the same 6 rings, it's our individual responsibility to make sure we maximize the situation. You can't blame that on nobody else. You can't live your life and end up in a predicament and blame that on anybody else. You got to stand on what you put out there, baby. You got to stand.
That's real rap.
Go ahead, Leah.
She's laughing when it first started. Go ahead.
I was laughing because initially, like, I'm on the same page as Rick Ross. Like, this is this man's documentary. If you maybe come up with a tell-all and negotiate that.
Well, he does have a book out.
Or your own
Scott.
documentary that counters that. Because, you know, we like mess. Society likes mess, or they like the controversy. So if you really feel as though you got shaded, then business-wise, you need to negotiate your own documentary. Now, the only thing that I wasn't aware of, because I'll admit I didn't watch it, was if he was actually a part of the documentary, then he should have gotten a cut. But if he wasn't smart enough to negotiate that, that is on him. That is not on Michael Jordan to make sure that everybody is taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the one thing I will say is you're absolutely right, and Rick Ross is absolutely right. The only thing I say is that Scottie doesn't say what he really wants to say, which is this. Scottie's really not mad at Michael Jordan. Scottie's mad at the media for not understanding. He always gets shaded.
Yeah, he does.
And I want to give y'all something that people don't understand. Michael Jordan never won anything in the playoffs ever until Scottie Pippen got on the team. Michael Jordan went to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Detroit Pistons, and Scottie got a migraine, and Scottie couldn't play. 7th game, and they lost when Scottie wasn't on the team. When Michael Jordan won the first championship with the Bulls, Michael Jordan couldn't cover Magic Johnson, and Phil Jackson took him off of Magic Johnson. Who did he put on Magic Johnson? Scottie Pippen.
Scottie.
Scottie's really mad because Scottie's like, even though I'm in the top 50 players of all time, I never get the credit I deserve. Michael Jordan doesn't win 6 championships if Scottie Pippen is not on the team.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that.
I agree. I've always thought that him, Steve Kerr, like there's a whole list that were on the Bulls that help Michael Jordan, I feel like they're always treated as the supporting cast. Like,
Scotty-
oh, and
Scotty-
here's your extra.
Or less than. Yeah, and here's your extras.
Scotty
Here's
does
your
have a
extras.
point to a little degree, though, right? Because I'm thinking if there was a Michael Shawn in the Takeover Legends documentary and Mike was the only one that got paid, I mean, I was there from the beginning. I would have some issues.
So
if I
Jay,
didn't
you
get
should have
broke
had
off.
some type of contract written
Exactly.
out
I'm
midway
so sorry.
in. Like, look, this shit is taking off.
It's-
What we doing?
Hold up, Mo.
My bag.
If somebody's selling Takeover Legend T-shirts and I'm not getting paid,
Jay Black, you done opened up your own mess. Look at you. You opened up your own mess.
What are we
I'm
talking
Michael.
about?
I'm Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Michael Shawn, I don't know. You might want to go get it trademarked because
I had somebody. Hold up. I had somebody come and take pictures last night with a Takeover Legend T-shirt on.
Shout out to Mark.
How did he get a Takeover Legend T-shirt and I ain't get a red cent? I'm Scottie Pippen right now.
Hey, make sure you visit www.
No, fuck that. Take that off. Take that. No, take that
My
off.
wife started her own business. You know, if you want to get Takeover Legend shirts, you want to make your own inspired shirts.
in all fairness, I bought one.
I ain't get a red cent.
How did we get on this?
You put us on it.
The business is just starting, Mike. More to come with that. But a documentary of the whole season. I mean, the whole run, and Scotty was there. I felt like it should have been some bread. Like me, Mo, like some people that was down from the door through that whole stretch. If you're doing a Takeover Legends documentary, it has to be.
No, this is the problem. Michael Jordan knows he should have, when he brought Scotty in. Look, Scotty might just not be that swift business-wise.
Mm-hmm.
He just might not be.
But he has people.
That's
Mo.
not our fault.
Yeah, and it's
But if Michael Jordan's a billionaire, and the reason why you're a billionaire is because this man was your right-hand man and held you down. Come on, Mike. How much money do you need not to hit Scotty off? Like, yo, let me tell you how unbusiness savvy Scotty is. He signed a contract. He signed a contract with the Bulls where the owner told him, this is the guy who's giving you the contract, said this is not a good contract, but if you sign it, I'm not going to renegotiate it. But Scotty was in a bad situation, so Scotty signed it anyway. Michael Jordan knows this. Like, Michael Jordan, come on, dog. You're a billionaire. All you have to do is say, Scotty, you know what? We're not even going to negotiate this. Here's your $4 million for this documentary. He could have done that.
Yeah, because you would have did that. You let me make sure that
not after the shirts. No, not after the shirts. Not after the shirts. No, but I would have. But my thing, but in real talk, like, sidebar with all the jokes, I would have been like, yo, there's no way we're going to do this thing, and I'm about to make $10 million, and everybody a part of it is not going to get anything. Like, I would have been like, hey, and if y'all would agree to it, I would have been like, wait a second. Guys, why are you agreeing to not getting paid for a documentary about the takeover? Like, you have to make money off of this. Especially if I'm already filthy rich.
Well, the slogan is you want to be like Mike. It ain't say you want to be like Scotty. You want to be like none of them. You want to be like Mike.
But yeah, and y'all right. Y'all right. Y'all right.
If
Y'all
you
right.
think about
Y'all
it,
right.
if you think about it, because when it comes to business, right? You got to take the personal out of it. So even if I'm, my teammate, and you should do what's right. At the end, when you're talking about sound business practices is for you to maximize your monetary intake, right?
No,
So
you're right.
morally, as a teammate, did he have? Should he have said, "Hey, y'all might not want to take this. Like, let's rethink this because all of us need to be eating. All of us need to eat." Yes, but financially, a business sound. He's only responsible for himself.
And
that's what happened.
before we go any further, Jay Black, make sure you tell your wife I'm playing.
Well, no, she knows that.
Okay.
But really, he
don't play. Shut up, Mo. No, I'm playing.
No, she started her own business. And
Yes,
the Takeover Legends is a part of her, inspiration. And
And just let her know the Takeover Legends shirt with all our faces and animation. No. Last night, Mark had it on, and people were like, "Oh, that's dope." So let her know it's a good thing. So I want to, before we go, because I'm going to play some more. But before I start playing again,
Jay Black might not get bacon for a whole month. You keep playing around.
no, because I don't want Lady Q to think I'm not playing. I don't want her to take it in any type of way because
What do I mean by that?
we're supporting her 1 trillion %, and we are family. So it's not about this. So I want to make sure because I'm gonna play some more. So before I go,
no, it's all love.
So
you're right, Tam. LeBron does talk. Yes.
So I feel. And then Rick Ross. I mean, look, we can't argue with Rick Ross. I mean, what Rick Ross said was true. I just think
Rick Ross got a new lineup, clean lineup, and new teeth.
Yeah, Rick Ross looked like he got.
He's leaving no money on the table.
Is it just me? Is it just me, or does it Rick Ross look like he got cloned? That's not the same Rick Ross. Like I feel he got cloned.
He lost weight. He got a lot of the facial tattoos removed.
That's not him. He didn't get it removed. He didn't get it removed.
He went and spent a couple of bags on some new teeth. That lineup.
No, that's not Rick Ross. That's not Rick Ross. Action said, if I'm a part of one of the greatest teams in the history of basketball, I'm going to monetize it myself.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting on MJ to help me. Scotty could have gotten paid if he was business savvy. Now, I will say this. And this is how bad Scotty has been treated by the media. If he demanded money to be on that documentary, I bet you it would have happened even without him. And we would have still watched.
Great.
Yeah, but then he can't write the book afterwards. See, strategically, he got dicked over again by Michael, but he knew doing the documentary, he could then write the book, letting everybody know what a dickhead Michael Jordan was. Jay Black, I need my cut for advertising for last night. Jay,
that's not my business. It's my wife's business.
How you gonna push it off on Lady Q?
I don't get no money from this. That's her thing.
Your household gets the money. Your household gets the money.
Lady Q is the brand, but God darn it, I know you the business mind behind some of that stuff. I know you be like, listen, we gonna do this and we gonna do that.
New business doesn't profit for the first 6 months anyway. So she's
or 2 years.
Or 2 years.
But there are some businesses that have profited. It's not 100% that they don't. So y'all at least paid your Netflix bill off of them damn t-shirts. Y'all at least got stars watching BMF because of them damn t-shirts.
You better break out some codes or something. You better share some stars codes.
But hold on, let me get back to the point. Scotty's brilliant because he knows, he can get dicked over again. Then he writes the book to show everybody how he's always been jerked by Michael Jordan. Pause. And then his book sales go through the roof.
No.
The only reason, hold on, if he's not on the documentary, the book sales do not go through the roof like they're going right now. ESPN's talking about it. FS1 is talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. So in a way, he's the evil genius. Go ahead, Leah. And I don't know why my mic is wild. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm talking to people on IG. Sorry. No, I think he needs to be careful because the buzz right now is that he's a complainer, that he always complains about Michael Jordan. What's the big deal? You're acting like a bitch, blah, 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 blah. So if that is his strategy, he needs to rethink how he is going to look like he's not bitching and moaning and complaining.
After the fact.
Yeah, but as many people as love Michael Jordan is the same amount of people who hate Michael Jordan. And those are book sales because we want to know what really was going on behind the scenes. And
but
what
it's not going to pop as much as the docuseries because, like, let's face it, a lot of people don't buy books anymore.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to pop like the docuseries. All it has to do is pop and make you $5-6 million. He's literally gonna make. He'll probably make the money off of the deal to write the book, and then because I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy the audio one. I'm gonna be on the plane. I'm gonna be on Frontier listening to Scotty.
Well, I mean, Scotty needs to be business savvy, hire some business consultants, and make sure that the marketing team is on point.
Like Leah
dropping these teasers.
Like Leah Frazier.
Because now he just looks like he complains anytime Michael Jordan gets shine. But I'm not saying that it's not without reason. I'm just saying that this is what the buzz is, publicly, and so he needs to reshape that.
All right. I agree.
Mike trying to tap in.
Reshape that narrative.
I see you, Dr. Smith. I see you.
But I will say this. Don't feel too sorry for Scotty because trust me, if I look up his net worth, it's probably gonna be like $15-20 million. So
More money than we'll see in a lifetime.
it ain't gonna be billions, but it's gonna be a nice chunk sum. But I hate Michael Jordan sports wise. I don't hate him. Obviously, I don't know him. So when I say I hate Michael Jordan,
He's
I don't want
business savvy. You cannot knock how he has monopolized the game. Period.
No. Yeah. So when
I
I say
do think though that maybe there is something untold that none of us know about that hasn't surfaced yet. And I'd be curious to know what that is. Because I began doing a documentary in Dallas with a couple of people, just like what you guys do with the show. And I told them out the gate that I had them. So if I'm a little small fry, like, yo, if this pops off and so-and-so wants it and we sign it here, here, and here, I got you. The fact that, I mean, yes, it is up to them to negotiate their own contracts or to negotiate their agreement with me for them to be business savvy. But
they also have to be hustlers too. They need to be able to hustle the situation that that you're allowing them to be on. So if you're opening up a platform for them, it's not necessarily that you have to, again, talking about business and taking off the personal emotional attachment side.
True.
But the kindness of your heart, I'm gonna make sure y'all get yours, right?
But what I'm saying is if Michael Jordan didn't do that, then maybe there's something going on, like some conflict that we're not aware of, where he didn't have the capacity to be like, I got y'all no matter what. You on your own. Like that's always to me been his attitude. Like, you on your own. I'm gonna do me, you do you, we good.
All right. But two things. Number one, Scotty is hustling the game, but he's playing the victim by hustling the game, which is brilliant. The victim always gets so much love. And number two, what Scotty knows, which he can't say. You want to know what the deal is, Leah? Scotty is Joe Budden's boyfriend. He's holding him back. You are funny. We don't even believe Joe's bisexual.
I can't.
But what Scotty does know is the reason why Michael Jordan took that sabbatical from the NBA after his dad died. But don't nobody want to talk about why he really took that sabbatical from the NBA, and it wasn't because his dad died.
It wasn't just because of that.
But Scotty knows he can't say that because then he'll get banished from everything.
Blackballed.
But somebody's gonna say it. So what we doing now, Jay Black?
So we Dr. Smith, I know he's a little behind schedule. Let's bring him in. I know we wanted to talk about the shifting gears. First, good morning, Dr. Smith. Dr. Smith, let's see. Can you hear us? Is he there?
Good morning.
1 2 1 2.
There we go.
His mic sound better than mine.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Good morning,
talk
Dr.
like
Smith.
this. So Jay Black, what did you say we wanted to talk about?
Yeah, so with the Ahmaud Arbery murder trial happening, I know there was some stuff in the news about the jury selection, and we wanted to get Dr. Smith's thoughts related to how there's only one black person, even as an alternate, and just pick his brain and see what's going on in his world.
Dr. Smith, before you answer that question, because we're gonna get serious. If you had to pick, would it be Martin or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Martin? Thank you. All right, continue on.
Hey, and if Michael Shawn came out as bisexual and gay as Joe Budden's did, how would you feel about that? Would you be shocked? Would you need to process it?
Joe Budden didn't come out as bisexual.
No, I'm saying if Michael Shawn did.
No, he did. Joe Budden said he was bisexual, but we don't believe him. Joe Budden did.
Hold up. Before I play the Joe Budden story, hold up. We got 3 downs. So how would you feel?
You got to play Joe Budden for me first. I gotta come down off. I'm waiting.
See, Dr. Smith had the same reaction I did. I was not aware.
I'm not judging. I just need to listen.
I'm bisexual.
Fuck okay. It's okay now. You got okayed? He got okayed?
How do I spread this news? How do I spread the word?
I think you got to call the CEO.
Yo, listen.
You got to make sure it's okay.
I like guys and girls. Spread the word. I'm down.
Remember, this was the first time he returned to the...
No, was he saying that because other people were saying it? It sounded almost like he was saying like sure, whatever.
He's so dumb.
No, that's what I said. But
he tweeted, and then Kaylin, his ex-girlfriend, said she was glad that he came out. So it seemed like there's some some credibility there.
There's more than we think. Y'all just could keep living in La La Land. There's a
but then it led to Michael Shawn, and then me saying I don't know how I would feel. I need to I don't know how I feel about our friendship if he just blew it. I need to process that. No, I would just need to process that. It's been 20 plus years.
Something wasn't right with that clip. Let's just start there, though.
All right.
Something wasn't right with the clip. Like beyond
Dr. Smith, you're actually you know what you know, and I know what you know too. I said the same thing. That clip, Joe Budden was so it's really a whole bunch of propaganda on just whatever and all that stuff. So, but the main question was, if Jay Black found out I was gay or bisexual, he would not be able to process it. And that was the question to you. That was the question.
Yeah, the deception. I wouldn't be able to process that level of deception either.
Thank you.
Because that means we was all huddling about where we were headed, and then when we all regrouped and recapped about where we were last night after the clubs and all that, that means your whole life was a lie. It has nothing to do with sex.
No, so is it deception because he didn't tell you?
No,
because he was smashing both.
That's what I'm saying.
Means he was smashing men and women, and he didn't tell you about all the women.
So when you come back, like Scholar Rock had them all. Let me tell you about last night, right? You came back with all the recaps. So you talking about, you picking out in the club. We in the VIP pointing out, like the whole time. It's like double life, surgical precision, removing details. Like, no.
So what if I didn't tell y'all because I was scared y'all wouldn't be friends with me no more?
Then you judging me, and maybe I shouldn't be your friend if you think like that about me.
Oh.
You think I'm that shallow? I'm that weak? I'm that fake?
Well, you kind of are right now.
No, I'm saying if you came to me and like, this is me, then I'm like, fine, you're you, and I respect you for living in your truth. But this thing too, if you're not living in your truth, you cannot expect other people to be agreeing to your living a lie.
Well, that's easy for you.
That's easier said.
But that's easy for.
I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not blaming.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, you know me as a person.
I thought I did.
No, all you didn't know is who I was fucking.
Yeah.
That's all you didn't know. That's all you didn't know.
No, especially in your case. In your case in particular, you're one of the few people that I know. If you feel some type of way, you're gonna say it. Even if you get all your friends upset, they just got to be upset. They'll all be good. Nobody's not gonna be friends, but we know if Mike is on his jaw, he's gonna be like, "No, you're dumb. Shut up." And then I don't feel that way, and that's why we could be friends, because I never look at you and be like, "I wonder if Mike is no," because if he was, he'd be saying it right now. He'd be yelling it. Mm-hmm. So to me, it's like the whole idea of Michael Shawn. Everything that I respect about Michael Shawn, even if it rubs people the wrong way a lot, right, is the fact that you tell it how it is and you share what you're thinking. Like, yeah. I'm like, dang, Mike, I'd be like, you? Oh my God, not you. Like if somebody else, maybe somebody quiet, introverted, that'd be different. But the dude who I know for speaking his mind and putting it out there, I'd be like, the way that Joe Budden clip hit me, if somebody said Michael Shawn, I'd be like, I need a month. I don't need a minute. I need a month. I'm not even saying
so much better.
Okay.
The whole last 20 years.
Well, Doc, I will say this. But you weren't disappointed in me when
the real reason Cam left, because Mike was gay. All right, I'm sorry. Go for it.
I'm over it.
No.
I'm over it.
Hey, we gotta wait. I gotta regroup. Hold on, I gotta regroup.
You gotta process that, right?
I gotta process.
But you're saying I was still your friend.
Okay, but they were in life, as close as I am to you guys. There have been things I haven't told you, for a lot of reasons. There were things I didn't tell you when I needed to tell you when I was going through my drinking problem that I didn't tell you, and when I went to rehab, I didn't tell you. When I was locked up, I didn't tell you. When things that I dealt with personally in my therapy, I didn't tell you. Now, when I tell you that, if I come out and I tell you that stuff, you'll be like, I'm still cool. I'm still the same. Wait. Let me finish. Let me finish. But now, for some reason, And first of all, thank you for the compliment because I know I'm an asshole, but thank you for the compliment. That's saying that but thank you for that. But when I don't tell you certain things, why is it if I don't tell you I'm gay, and it could be because I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't know how to tell either you. If you and Jay Black and Mo, and now that I've known Leah for a few years, are the closest people to me, and I don't know how to tell you because I spent my whole life lying to myself, why would you not then accept me when I say, listen, I got to tell you now?
I mean, I would accept you now.
But let Dr. Smith.
Two things.
Go ahead.
Those list of things that you named, no offense, but if somebody told me that, I know you well enough that it wouldn't surprise me or contradict what I know about you. I've been to the bar with you at 10 a.m. and all that. So if somebody said, yo, Mike drunk a little too much, I'd be like, I can see that happening.
All right, what if I had to tell you? What if I had to tell you I literally was beating Stacy?
No, I'm saying, but that would, if I'm with somebody who's drinking in the daytime, right? If I'm
but
driver for you, right? Let's go. I'm saying.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, you were the designated driver. Yeah, true. Yeah, you sure were. Yeah.
Let's say I got a friend who has a temper and who drinks too much. So if somebody said to me they had an issue at home, I honestly, Mike, I would.
That's true.
Like,
no, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It just doesn't contradict the possibilities of who you are. Like, it's not like, oh my God, Mike. It'd be like, damn, Mike, like he really must drink too much.
So would you still be friends with me?
I would be friends with you no matter what, but the deception part wouldn't be a factor in that regard. I wouldn't be deceived. I'd be disappointed.
Different.
I'd be very disappointed if I wouldn't be deceived.
So before I tell you I'm gay, you know I didn't deceive you on purpose. I'm playing. I'm playing. Doc, chill. I got. But you do understand, like the deception wasn't done. The deception wasn't done. Yeah. Okay.
What you say about living, being real with yourself and living a lie. This is the thing too. Okay, so let's say that's the reality. Let's say you've been struggling for your whole life. You haven't really even faced it. It's been suppressed. I got all that. But at the same time, okay, extend some grace to the people you've been running with for 20 years now. If it took you a lifetime to come to this realization, don't expect you're going to drop the bomb. We're all going to accept you either. Give me some time too. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways. So yes, it took you 40 plus years to figure your life out, and now you dropped a bomb on me. Give me a couple days, dog. Don't be like, do you accept me? Do you accept me? Whoa, slow down. It took you 40 years to accept yourself. Let me get mad and storm out and call you when I'm able.
He articulates it so well.
He gonna storm out.
He articulates so well.
It's gonna get dramatic.
It's like, okay, wow, everything I thought. Okay, give me some grace.
Yes.
Let me figure out my identity.
Yes.
The funny thing is Dr. Smith has stormed out on me before. It had nothing to do with me.
Let me have a moment. Like that. I'll be back.
No, that was excellent. All right. So now let's get to serious stuff. I'm not saying that's not serious because there are people going through that struggle. So I don't want to say that's not. Yeah, I was disrespectful. That was disrespectful what I just said. What I just said was one.
Crying like that.
Yeah.
Like, now let's get so serious.
Yeah. No, I mean serious on. I'm obviously not gay, but that was. I gotta watch. But I gotta watch my words because that was not cool. Like there are people going through that struggle. I'm not going through it, but there are people going through that struggle. All right, so I got Leah, the lawyer. I got Dr. Smith, obviously the doctor. I got Sexy Mo, the therapist. So go ahead, go back to what you were talking about, Jay Black. And is Jonesy in the waiting room?
No, not yet. I told her another 15 minutes. So they're like,
all right, go ahead.
I'll be quick. Come on.
No, you got so the trial, the murder trial is going on. So the individuals that murdered Ahmaud Arbery, and here's the jury selection. I think the trial starts today, actually opening arguments. But it was a big fuss because everyone notices one black person that's on this entire jury, including the alternates. And I don't know how that's Leah as a lawyer or doctors. How is that even possible that the defense, and I think the judge acknowledged that it wasn't violence, but how is this even possible?
Yeah, the judge says there was like racial discrimination in the selection process, but they still proceeded with the case, right? But I think, and I've said before, even on this show, we do have to get to the point where we're not surprised anymore. Like I don't wake up surprised. I'm always marveling at, especially black people who are like, oh my gosh, can you believe America was racist? Right? Like that SNL skit with Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock when they were watching the election. And then they were like, oh my God, I think America's racist. It's like, like really? Like now you realized it? Like you saw what already happened to him. So he was already killed for jogging. That didn't let you know it was racist. It's this jury makeup. Oh, clutch the pearls. Wait, we're clutching the pearls about a dude who was shot with a shotgun for jogging. This is a lesser offense. This should be less surprising. What's shocking is people with no weapon being killed while they're jogging, looking at a house that's not even lived in. That's the shock. After that, everything else has less of an effect on me. So forgive me for being like, yeah, the area where people get shot for jogging, they have unfair juries. I mean, I would expect it. Again, like we talk about Michael Shawn, the thing, like this doesn't fall out of sync with what I already know about that area and the justice that goes on there. Like, somebody was literally lynched, extrajudicial murder. He had no trial and he was killed. That's a lynching by technical definition. So after a lynching, to talk about the jury makeup is like, all right, yeah. Like, what you thought? You thought it was going to be half black? like, do we really think it was going to be like some NAACP meeting, like some Black Lives Matter convention? Like who thought that? Who thought, if they said how many people on jury think they're going to be black? I think most black people would have said 2 at best. And if you look, if I Google the demographics of Brunswick in Georgia, I'm sure it's not filled with black people. And if they are there, it's going to be like Ferguson, where they don't have the power.
Hey, Dr. Smith, you know what I always wondered? Because what you said is so logical, and I said the same thing. I said, if you're going to have to go to trial and have a jury amongst your peers and you get killed in a racist area, the jury amongst your peers is going to be a bunch of racists. But what I don't understand is when this happened in different cities, what they try and do is take the case out of that and move it.
Simi Valley.
Yes. And I don't understand why they haven't even, maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I don't know that part of the trial.
Well, I just looked it up. It did say it is like Ferguson, where they have 55% African American, 40% white, 2% Asian, and others are 1%. So black people are present, but they're not.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like Ferguson. A whole lot of black people there, but when you look at the police department, when you look at the courts, right? You know, you go downtown, like a lot of these areas, right?
Right.
They're all in charge, taxing and fining and incarcerating and teaching. Because if you don't remember, there's something called the Brownsville teachers strike that happened in New York back in the day in the 60s, where all these white and Jewish teachers, didn't want to lose their positions. And the black people were like, no, we want to teach our own children. And then they relocated a couple of the white teachers, and the other white teachers in solidarity led a strike and refused to even teach any of the black people, and the school got shut down. And they were like, no, we're not losing our positions, because if you know anything about school board positions and superintendent positions, these are big money, big budget positions. And some of the same names that were in leadership in the 60s, where they didn't allow us to teach our own children, are still in leadership now. So a lot of times they won't live around us, but they'll police us, and they'll be there to be wardens and everything else and be superintendents. So this is that kind of area where these black people are there, but they got power.
Hey, Dr.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dr. Smith. Next week, we're going to give you the Takeover Legend Instagram page, because all y'all on Instagram, on my Instagram live right now, Dr. Smith, I want y'all to hear him. So download Media Room 360 app, and then we got to get you. Jay Black, I think, sent you the back. Are you cool to be on Instagram Live? It's not your page.
They need to get on Media 360, because that's what everybody's doing on YouTube now. They're giving a clip, and they're saying for the rest, go pay Patreon. For the rest. You need that exclusive content. Don't give it all away. Tell them right now, while they're on Instagram, they want to hear something. Tell them this is how you do it. Media 360.
If Media 360, if you want to see what Dr. Smith is talking about, go to Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends YouTube page also to check that out. But Media Room 360 is what we want y'all.
Go search on YouTube right now, or Facebook right now, Twitch, whatever. Just search on all your platforms, Roku, Apple TV. Just search Media Room 360. You can see and hear everybody.
I was personally more concerned with the blood on the floor from the murder that happened on Tuesday of the Democrats based on Joe Biden's low approval ratings. I thought that was the travesty you were going to talk about. I thought that was the racial injustice. Joe Biden's approval rating is about 40-something%. And it's always ironic. You ever bet somebody like in the Super Bowl or something, and then when their team is losing, they stop picking up their phone? Especially if you bet money.
The text stop coming in hot and heavy.
That's how I feel in politics right now. I feel like we all talked our trash. The Bernie people talked their trash. The Biden people talked their trash. They was like, oh, Bernie's old too. You still think Bernie's old compared to Biden now? You still not going to admit cognitive decline? The brother's falling asleep. He done turned orange like Trump. There's a lot going on right now with that boy. You really think that Bernie's approval rating would have been 30 at this point? You really think Bernie would have done a better job? Is it possible to have done a worse job? Like I think, come on, at some point you got to be like, you know what I said? I know what I said. I'm here to be real and be like, I might have been wrong. When George Bush ran for president and they voted for him, there's a whole slew of people that put signs up on YouTube when it was first popping off, and they were saying, I'm sorry. People were apologizing for supporting George Bush when he's putting all that arsenic in the water. Before 9/11, his approval rating finally went up. People were being real with themselves. Like, yo, I wrote for him. I shut down other people for him, and I was wrong. And I don't hear no Joe Biden people be like, yo, Kamala
except us.
Being ineffective.
Except us. Except me, you. I've been saying, and Dr. Smith, I want you to, and Business Bully, I want you to take your time because when you say this, because I couldn't explain it, and this is why I want to have you and Business Bully. I couldn't explain it the way you would explain something. I understand I'm not happy with Joe Biden, but I tried to explain the fear of re-electing Donald Trump. And my fear was that Donald Trump seemed to be a person that would literally try and change the Constitution to try and change it from a 2-term limit. And I was worried. Listen, I get it. We were brainwashed, and the Democrats use us as we have the one thing in common. We both don't like him. But I didn't know if I liked his policies. What was the alternative? Why did you not vote for Donald Trump, first of all? Why did you not?
This is how they got us. They created this false equivalence. They created this Hegelian dialectic either or. I'm going to give people a brief 20-second reminder of how this process works. There's something called a general election and something called a primary. Right? We're not even talking about Donald Trump. Donald Trump wasn't running in the Democratic election. This all occurred during the Democratic portion of the election to decide who was going to even go against Donald Trump. So why were we talking about Donald Trump? It was Buttigieg. It was Klobuchar. It was Sanders. It was Biden. Like, what do we forget? It was Harris. These people were running. We had a bunch of options. Why were we acting like, oh, well, if we don't vote for the one dude who's never won a primary in his life in 30 years after running 3 times, why was he the what? What? That makes no sense. He wasn't scoring the highest. He wasn't winning states. Buttigieg was winning. But Sanders was winning. Why are we even talking about Biden? He didn't have the best chance to win because he wasn't even winning against his peers.
So how did he win, Doc? How did he win?
Barack. It was Barack, right? The affiliation with Barack played a major part, right?
And that massacre, that Tuesday massacre, where Buttigieg dropped out, Klobuchar dropped out. They also put their support behind Biden after Clyburn manipulated South Carolina to give Joe Biden the first primary state that he ever won in his whole 30-year chance of trying. Like, that's what happened. They did this perfect storm where they rigged us out of the game. It was Sanders and Buttigieg going back and forth to see who even won Ohio. Sanders won before that in New Hampshire, right? It was all that going on. And then this loser Biden, who never won anything, gets all the support from Clyburn, the establishment, tricks a bunch of black people primarily to vote for a person who never won and wasn't in the lead anywhere else, you know, because of the Obama connection, right? They were so Obama-sized, right? Like hypnotized. And then they rode that wave and said, oh, it's all over.
So Doc,
one state, it's all over, and then to prove it's all over, people who love Buttigieg couldn't vote for anybody. Buttigieg dropped out and said, "I'm supporting Biden." Klobuchar, within 20 hours, Beto O'Rourke, Klobuchar, and Buttigieg drop out. That's how you win. You take away all the other opposition. If you ever watch the end of The Godfather, yeah, of course you're in charge now. You killed everybody else.
Okay, so Doc, and what you said is absolutely 1,000% correct because I wanted Bernie Sanders. Okay, now the election comes. Why did you not vote for Trump? You personally?
Because he was what they say, existential threat to democracy and the future of the world and the nation.
Right.
I agreed with that. That talking point was real. Like, he was a threat. He was a danger. And what happened at the insurrection shows how bad it could have got. It really could have went there on a higher level. Like, if you thought it went there, you know, for a few hours and a few people died, it could have went there. But that didn't have to be an option. The only reason it was an option was because they lied to people, manipulated the system. You know, even this, they were like, well, Bernie can't win. Well, if Trump is the threat you say he is, anybody would win. Well, if Trump is really a threat like that, then whoever's against Trump is going to win.
Right. But Doc, I want you to stop right there because I want you to continue there. I just want to remind Jay Black and Mo. That's exactly what I said after the raiding of the Capitol. That's why I could not vote for Donald Trump. Because like I said, he scared me to think that this guy could literally change the term limit and actually become a king and not a leader. Now, continue, Dr. Smith. Go right where you were at and continue.
But the real craziest part is literally, even with Andrew Yang talking about universal basic income, there were people talking about giving you stuff. Giving, and like, if you don't study pimping, the person who bails out the pimp is not the people who call the police looking from the windows. People who it's not the Johns who want their, no, it's the hoes.
It's the bottom.
The hoes protect, yes. No, so these bottom Biden just was out here, not wanting what Bernie's like. Well, I'll put you in college. I'll connect you back with your family, right? No, I'm going back with my pimp. I'm going to give my money to daddy. I want to pay higher taxes. I don't want opportunity. I want to keep this relationship with my pimp. And Bernie's like, why wouldn't you want universal health care? Why wouldn't you want student loan forgiveness? Why wouldn't you want? They're like, because I'm a hoe, nigga. You can't see these black eyes and these missing teeth and this tattoo of his name on my neck. We with Joey B. I'm a bite it. Like, I'm like, whoa, really? Like, you really gonna? Even if Bernie was lying, if I'm promising you the world, the other person's promising you nothing, what is the justification? If I'm lying, you get nothing. But I might be telling the truth. That person is telling you he's giving you nothing. What are you doing over there?
I'm in love with the facade and the narrative.
So Doc, we have.
We getting abused again, and now they get quiet. That the inconsistency is what troubles me.
But the abuse feels comfortable.
You sold us on Biden. You told us Kamala was really going to be some type of consequential person. You talked all about this Chuck Taylor's, Tupac, how she's black and her sorority, all this nonsense. She hasn't even said anything about black people, let alone done anything.
So Doc, where?
Plus.
So we have, they're coming back. There's going to be an election. We had the governorship elections that went on in certain states, not in every state, obviously. But when it comes back around, well, who do we vote for?
Buttigieg. They're not putting Kamala in there. They're going to let Kamala run against Buttigieg, see how we feel. But Kamala wasn't going to win California, and Buttigieg was almost winning Ohio. He didn't, but he acted like he did. We know. But I'm saying, but Buttigieg gave Sanders a run for his money in Ohio. Kamala couldn't even win California. She was the first one to drop out. Like, let's be clear. Buttigieg is already a far stronger candidate in those consequential early New Hampshire, Iowa. Yes, they're going to run those two. We're going to pick Pete. And he's white, and he's a man, and people are tired of all this identity politics, picking you because you're a woman, picking you because you're black. People are tired of that. Even Black Lives Matter. We're tired of all of that nonsense where you got a black face, so you're going to help us. Well, you're not. We get it now. Kamala has totally ended the facade of Obamaism. Everybody got a real wake-up call where it's like being black don't mean you're going to help. So Pete Buttigieg, and he's gay, so Pete Buttigieg is a white man, and LGBTQIA is making far more progress in black people lately. He's gonna be that.
He's technically their minority.
Yep. So we got all that in one person. We got a white man minority.
Diversity. We are diverse. That's
perfect storm.
Perfect storm.
All right. On a sidebar, will that mean no comedian can ever crack a joke about gay people ever again?
They will get an executive order probably in the first week. I predict a swift executive order.
And and this is my last question, Dr. Smith, because we had such an intense debate yesterday, and Business Bully is a great guy, Dave Anderson. I would love for y'all to talk at the same time on the show, and he was.
Ain't from Temple?
Yeah. Taz, you remember Taz? Yeah. And he was bringing up policies, and my thing was, how many of us really know the policies that these candidates are running on, other than two of them? Like, how do we even research their policies? And you're working every day trying to figure this out.
Yeah, and that's the whole idea about the Matrix. When people start going down these rabbit holes, they're like, oh my gosh, this is terrible, it's ridiculous. What they're saying doesn't align with anything they're doing. Even with regards to the military spending, right? It's almost like somebody owes you money and you catch them in the mall shopping. You engage them differently at that point. So when you look at the military spending, say Afghanistan, $300 million a day for 20 years, you're like, wait a minute, you told me you had no money, right? When we asked for money for student loans and healthcare, you tell Bernie, how are we going to pay for it? You didn't say that about Afghanistan. You were literally paying for something $300 million a day, not to mention how much you give to Israel. We can go down the list of things you got money for. People pay for what they want to pay for. So then you realize, oh, it's not that they don't have it. I'm just not a priority. So when you say reparations for slavery and they say, we'll think about it, we'll think about talking about it, we'll create some type of investigative committee to have a conversation, that's time to start swinging. Because if you already looked at the balance sheet and said, wait, no, you're not going to talk about anything. You're spending $700 million today on these three things alone. you're not going to talk to me. You're not going to come back to me in 3 months with an appointed black person to have a conversation. So you got to talk to you like you're stupid.
How do we inform ourselves, Doc? Because you know these things. Like, how do we go about informing ourselves about these policies so that we're not naive and we're just vote? Like, what is this? Is it just as simple as Google?
I think it's even more basic than that. I always talk about peeping game. I always use that example of the girls in the club who know the guy's going to approach them from across the room and says, girl, don't turn around. When I start walking away, just walk away with me. The music is loud. The lights are flashing. It's a dark room full of people. But they did all of that. If women can do all of that, even if they tipsy, then I think it takes, this is the thing I need to leave the people with. In order for deception to work, just like with hypnosis, it requires co-participation. You have to be a willing participant in your own manipulation and deception. You have to want somebody to tell you, I'm gonna take care of it. I'll do all this. Don't worry, you pretty little head. You have to be receptive to the pimping. Whether it's politics, whether it's somebody in the club, you gotta want to hear it. When I start saying I'm Drake's cousin and yeah, you know, yeah, I got a couple cars, but tonight, you know, you want to hear that. There's part of you that's like, there's holes in my story. My shoes don't match what I'm saying. You come on, but it feel good. And the same way with politics. You know about the wars. I'll give you a last example, my ratchet example. You ever have somebody say, why do people hate America? Why are they so angry at us? Right? But how many women watching this have been in a situation where they say, why is this girl calling my phone? Who is Tamika? And then know what you do? I don't know. Yes, you do know. It's the person you told you were single to that found your main joint's number. And it's the same thing with America. America go all over the world doing all this dirt and then act like, I don't know why they mad at you. They just tripping. People crazy out here. No, they not crazy out here. They're not crazy out here. And America knows it. But America could talk that pip talk to you and then get mad at you for getting mad. And in 5 minutes, flip the story around and be like, that's why I can't do nothing with you because I try to spend a night at home, right? And America is all you gotta do is be able to peep game. And when somebody starts talking nice to you, like when Joe Biden starts whispering, you know, he like to whisper on the mic.
Talk to be nice, Joey. Talk to be nice.
He rubbing shoulders and sniffing scalps. He's smelling people's hair, rubbing their shoulders, whispering with big old fake horse chopper veneers. And you gotta know, okay, used car salesman game vibes. I'm getting, you know, he falling asleep with all this grease gel in his hair, he's all orange. Like you gotta know a gamer when you see him coming before he open his mouth.
Yeah, but I do Action put up a comment. Every politician, every candidate has a website. You can go to the website and you actually go see what they're proposing.
No, I like what Taz was saying, what you were saying, Mike. I like the policy. Let's see what they got passed, what they were signed on to.
Right.
Like, let's go deeper because let's go beyond the talk because the talk gonna get you in trouble. And that's why when a girl is 14, they don't let her hang out with them 25-year-old men because once I get in your ear, anything can happen. So don't let me near them.
And you know, Doc, and the other statement I made is that there are a lot of people who can get information and the information could be in front of them, but don't know how to dissect it and don't know how to understand it. And that's what I was saying. Like, when we have somebody like you who can actually read this stuff.
Yeah, but it's not about I'm telling you, it's not about the details and depths of the policy. It's about the programming. Lauryn Hill said, truth comes, we can't hear it. We've been programmed to fear it. Just like in high school, Mike, when the dude who's dogging all the girls gets all the girls, and the nice guys who have good jobs, who might be dressed with a little less swag, and a little more of a Bernie Sanders style hairstyle, they don't get the girls. And you be like, yo, this dude is so authentic and genuine and so nice. And they're like, exactly. Nobody wants that. They want Joe Biden. They want bad boy Joe. They don't want the nice guy, Bill Gates type Bernie Sanders dude, because he ain't got the drip and he ain't dangerous and he ain't edgy. So no, people got to break the programming.
Hey Doc, does it really matter who we vote for?
Yes. Or else they wouldn't spend all that energy fixing and rigging the vote. They would let you pick anybody you wanted.
If it does, what if I'm informed and go like, I don't want to vote for a Democrat next time for the presidency?
Then honestly, I remember when Mark Lamont Hill got flack for supporting the Green Party with Jill Stein, and he was like, no, it's incremental. If we support them and they get a certain amount of votes, and they get a certain amount of access to debates and funding, you know, and he was saying, no, you have to think long term. So if we had started then, who knows where we would have been 3 elections later. But we were too busy saying, what's the point? And then we actually were left with only 2 choices, and in our case, only 1 choice, right? So a lot of that is the game. The game is nothing's going to change. But no, that's like, and I always say, if somebody said it on a plantation, we'd still be in slavery. Somebody had to think 10, 20, 30, 300 years in advance. If you have a grandmother in bondage, your mother in bondage, and you in bondage all your life, but you still having 7 children, you must believe in your heart of hearts that something is possible despite everything that's ever been. And that's the way I approach everything from politics to education to our potential in this country. Somebody got to think at least with the optimism of an enslaved African. We're supposed to be free, and we don't even have the optimism of those who are in bondage. They believed that something could change. They believed that they had other options despite what was offered to them or presented to them. So I believe the same way. I believe that we could change the whole darn system and the whole darn world. And we just got to wake up and break the programming first and understand. And part of programming is you can't do anything above what I say you could do. That's a big part of programming. I got no hope. I got no power. What else am I going to do? Let me just go push this button and then go home. That's part of the game. The game is you did your part. Go home now. We'll handle the heavy lifting. We'll do the hard part. You just go take a nap like you do with children when you go prepare. You prepare the food for late. You know, you do all the little preparations while the babies are sleeping. And that's what they do to us. We'll be back in 2 years to talk to you. Just take your little nap. Go watch reality TV.
Got you. Dr. Smith, it's always a pleasure having you here, dog.
Yes.
So proud of you. So proud of all the people that I work. I'm just glad that I had a part in your start. And it's just amazing.
I might have been locked up. Jay Black remembers I was sleeping on the floor with him and Raphael let me sleep in the office.
Yeah.
One extra night in North Philly, everything could have been different. Who knows?
No, dude, real talk for real. Dr. Smith, y'all, he's here every Friday, man. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Be safe, Dr. Smith. Yeah. Listen, we're going to take a black and out. Leah, you're chilling, right? You're going to stay here?
I'm chilling.
Okay.
I need Leah to answer the question about the juries. I never got my question of how a lawyer can allow that to happen. So when we come back, I need Leah to explain.
I'm not a criminal attorney.
You a lawyer, so you take the blame. How did you let that happen?
You can't. No, I didn't do criminal.
Well, Leah, Leah, and you can't answer it, but don't they have to argue over who's going to be in the jury, and they have to go back and forth?
Yeah, I have a lot of questions about who represented, like who was on prosecution, who was on defense, like what was their makeup. And yes, you do have to go back and forth and come to an agreement that juror would be selected. Otherwise, if there was an opposition, you do raise an objection, and then both sides do have a number of what I call passes where you can say you don't want that juror for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. But go ahead.
No. And isn't there a case to be made that a lot of people don't follow through on their jury duty?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Some people just don't show up.
So if we didn't, I'm just saying, this is a hypothetical, y'all. I'm just hypothetical. We didn't show up we just didn't show up for jury duty. Like, or did the black people really get taken out? Like, did the lawyers agree on black people not being on the jury?
That's what I'm saying. I need to see who the lawyers are to better diagnose why this would have happened. But to Dr. Smith's point when he first came in, and to your point too, Mike, that if in fact there was an unfair makeup within the city itself, there are processes and procedures for you to remove that case and put it in a jurisdiction where it would be more fair. However, without knowing who the attorneys are to have made that decision.
And what was even for the defense? Why would they agree?
I need to know
to the beginning of the process. Yes,
that's what I need to know, because it takes two to tango when you're doing jury selection.
And for my simple mind, this is a simple-minded thing. I'm figuring the defense agreed to it because there were no black people to pick from.
Again, but like I said, if that was the case, I needed to know why was this not removed and put in a jurisdiction where things could have been more fair.
Exactly. Why wasn't it removed? I'm just saying this. The way this jury is set up, everybody get ready for the burning down of something. The way the jury's set up right now, CNN and Fox, get your cameras ready. Because what's going to happen from here is not going to be what we want.
But all it takes is one hung juror, right? So if that one black person sees differently than all the other whites, that's all it takes, right?
God bless that one black juror, yo. I would not want to be that person standing amongst that pressure.
Is he the alternate, or is he actually a part of the jury? Okay,
he's a part of the jury.
Okay,
makeup of the jury, including alternate.
If he's the alternate, then they really have problems. They better let that one man sit.
No, it's not an alternate.
To have 11 white women, that is scary.
Do you know the pressure that is on this man right now? Like literally, this man is in a no-win situation. Godly, this country is so fucked up, yo. Jesus, man. Hey, I wouldn't want to live in any other country, but Jesus, this country is fucked up.
It is.
Godly. All right, let's take a break. I'll take a Black and Mild break. When we come back, Mo, get your allegedly's ready, and we'll probably have Jonesy here to chime in on Joe Buttons is bisexual. Y'all, it's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. No, get in. No, No, I know you an alligator, so take that. Get up in here. Get. Yo, the more I watch this clip, the more Gene is crazy. Get your ass in the tail. And we need the tail in there. Think I'm playing? I'm gonna recycle your ass. Get in there.
I'm gonna recycle your ass, though.
I'm gonna recycle your ass. Yo, that is nutty. The more I look at that clip, ladies and gentlemen,
what's up, fellas? What's going on?
Alligator Gene is in the building. Alligator Gene is in the building. All right.
Listen, I say this: if I can put an alligator in a trash can, Ben Simmons can put a basket in, a bucket in a basket. You dig?
Yo,
real rap.
A Ben Simmons stab early in the morning. No, Philly motherfucker. Yo, Philly motherfucker. Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah. Y'all, it's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. I have some advice for you real quick, and it's gonna sound crazy. It's gonna sound cool. All the athletes that I talked to when they 20 signed a big contract.
Don't listen to this.
I'm telling you. Listen to me. Listen to me. Get a vasectomy. Get a vasectomy now.
Listen.
Don't listen to him.
Women, shut up. Y'all don't have penises. Y'all don't have penises.
Don't.
You're doing a great job.
Listen to me, homie.
Thank you so much.
Listen to me. You see these like what's her name? Bundles? What's that girl on IG? Bundles.
No. Don't even
stay away. No. Stay away. I want you to stay away.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We're not even gonna get into that. We ain't even gonna get that energy right now.
Focused on his focus.
Nah.
Don't let none of these women get you. You are in the prime of your life right now, dog. I'm telling you, you can reverse the vasectomy later on, but right now we don't need no kids or nothing like that. We don't need it. Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. We the worst rankers, baby. We about to ruin another instant classic. People were like, Mike Shawn, where you been for 60 days? Yo, Aristotle, let's tell her. Straight out of rehab, a crazy alcoholic named Michael. Trying to break this alcoholic cycle. 2 shots, 3 shots, just to start the day. My girl mad, cause I'm even drunk on Sundays. Every day, I'm headed to the liquor store. Take a shower, liquor coming out my pores. People saying, Mike Shawn, you better try and chill. Mind your business, and hand me some Advil. Got a headache, I'm so hungover. Gotta work in the morning, hope I'm sober. DUI, now I'm getting pulled over. Oh Lord, now I'm getting pulled over. Please, sir, step out the car. Hand me your license and recite the alphabet backwards. Backwards? Oh! Straight out of rehab, crazy alcoholic up in AA. Say my name out loud, they reply, hey. 60 days in a drug-free clean state. Cold word, I was on a little vacay. Sharing feelings that I never thought I'd ever say. Grabbing tissues, eyes sweaty, I don't wanna stay. Calling home, yo, let me talk to my maid. No, for real, let me talk to my maid. Man up, 12 steps is the game plan. Tell the truth if you really wanna beat it, man. No chicks, no drink, pass on the tab. Michael Shawn, and I'm straight out of rehab. We the worst rankers, baby. We have just ruined another classic song. Michael Shawn, Aristotle, Pluto, Rest Up, Pills, Cosby, my man Flip, Mika Badass. Yeah, Michael Shawn, we the worst records. You know what I say? Yeah. Straight out of rehab.
Don't never stop if you wanna be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
Tap in, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Sexy Mo is out the club. I'm trying to get you in the club, mama. I'm trying to get you in the club.
I'm always outside the club, waving.
I just feel like playing.
I'm here.
What if one day I came on the screen, I had Sexy Mo's chair in my screen, Jay Black? I'm playing.
funny. Yeah, hilarious. Oh, actually,
That was a
Jonesy's here too. Good.
That was a very good point that Dr. Smith brought up.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
That if it took me that long for me to come to be able to tell people that I was gay, that I should give my friends time
Jonesy, like Mike's gay? Yes.
to figure it out. Yeah, Jonesy, come on up. Bring her ass in.
That's not how it works. You know,
ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jones, Jonesy, that chick, that lightning rod, that my soldier who said stuff that I just wanted her to say because I wasn't bold enough to say it. She is here right now. Jonesy in the morning, Miss Jones. Yeah.
Turn it sideways, Jones.
Turn it sideways, Jones. Oh, the yellow looks good on you. You should wear yellow more. Can you fix it? What are you doing now? Well, you're an ass. Your ass is fried. It's Friday. It's Friday. I'm not messing with you, Jones. I'm not messing with you.
Right, well,
This is why we don't play with you. Then you be like, why you don't ask me on the show? We need you to turn it the other way.
It's fine at this point. But you got it locked.
You got it locked. AKA life giver. She said, if it's locked, don't worry about it. You good. But if you can unlock it, you always trying to lock some shit down. That's the problem.
I don't even know how it got locked. You got an iPhone. Click the little thing on the side of the phone.
This isn't on my iPhone. This is on my Droid. Jay, can you? All right, I'm gonna go back out and come back in on my iPhone.
Is she good like this, or you want her to come back?
You good.
You good like this. You good like this. First, Jonesy, let me introduce you because you know Mo and you know Jay Black.
Hey.
Obviously. You don't know Leah Frazier. I met Leah Frazier how long ago, Leah?
I don't know. It's been a couple of years.
And you know we don't make new friends that quickly. We really don't make new friends that.
I'm about to say that's your friend.
That's my friend.
Hello, Queen. Happy Friday.
But she's a true soldier and friend. Like she's ridden out. So Jonesy, meet Leah Frazier, lawyer, publicist in Dallas, and does all the good things. So I wanted y'all to meet each other because I know y'all vaginas are touchy. I gotta make sure y'all meet each other. Cause y'all you know y'all, it be fire. I gotta make sure we all good. I gotta make sure the ovaries is good.
Nobody's vagina is worse than yours coming out to be gay after all these.
I'm not gay.
You don't want people
All
to
right.
process it. Yeah,
Jonesy, this all started because Joe Budden did.
But
Yeah,
you get so much further in life if you were gay.
I would.
So
And
just
truth
come
be-
and tell them about you and Envy and that kiss in the DJ booth.
Let me tell you right now, Joe. What we're not gonna do? No, nobody ever did that.
Come on, Mike, just be free.
Now, truth be told, Jay Black's not my type, but Envy? No, I'm like,
Envy's intimidating for you. He's too intimidating for you. You can handle it.
not really. But
this is disgusting. Let's stop.
it is disgusting. Well, we shouldn't say disgusting. It's okay. We're taking it a little too far. We're taking it a little too far.
I'm saying
Okay.
disgusting. I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm saying that's
All right, so I wanna get your thoughts. Is Joe Budden just stunting and doing propaganda? I don't even believe it.
Well,
Did you see the clip? Oh, you saw it.
but-
Okay.
But it's being taken out of context because he was saying how basically when you are gay or bisexual, whatever, you get a lot further. So he goes, so I'm bisexual now.
And that's what I thought because they did on Instagram. They didn't show the whole clip, and I was sitting there going, "There's something not right with this clip. Like there's something not right with the whole thing."
You know, IG is the devil, but yeah, it was taken out of context. But it's fun. I like out of context.
Did you
All right,
know
so-
Kaylin, his ex Kaylin, she even commented that she's glad that he's able to come out. You think she's a part of that then?
And that's why she's the ex, because you can't keep your fucking mouth shut. I don't know. Because Joe is crafty, and he probably reached out to all of the exes before he said what he said and told them what to say. He's crafty like that. That's very, you know what I mean? He crafts out the script before he goes forward.
All right, so Jones, now Jones has been in the industry for a ton of years, hit records. She's been in. So I had this joke where I was like last night I said did you hear the joke about the hip hop about rappers? I said we kind of try to cancel gay people before they try to cancel us. Because back in the 80s and 90s, we was really on some old, like, Ellen lost her TV show because she came out being lesbian. And then we had the witch hunt for the gay rapper. And Wendy had the witch hunt for the gay rapper. And we was putting names out there for no reason. And then who knew? We were like, who's the rapper? Who's the gay rapper? And then 25 years later, who knew the answer was all of them? But
That's a fact, though.
So we then started doing our own little poll, and Mo was like, Jay Black was very offended. If you had to say a percentage of hip hop that is bisexual, what would your percentage be?
I don't know. And at this point, I don't know. I don't know, because things have changed. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't get shy now.
No, I'm not. I don't know. And
Mo said 50%.
Because then I have to stop maybe like thinking of people the way I'd like to think of them. See, here's the thing. I wanted to think of people as they are, as they're singing or performing their music. Once I can start going into your personal, that becomes too much. I didn't need to know all of that. I don't need to know what R. Kelly does. I just want to enjoy envisioning him like my mom enjoyed envisioning Marvin Gaye. That's it. I think we go too far into people's personal lives, and that's setting us our own selves up for disappointment. We're to blame. It's our fault.
Oh, you.
I have a great party happening tomorrow at the Belmont Mansion in Philly.
And you're coming back to Philly, which I know where your first home is. Queens is your first home. I get it. But if there was a city that was close, if there was like a 1 and a 1A, so it's going down it's an all black affair, the Belmont Mansion, and you're gonna be there, and doors open at 9. It's till 1 a.m. When's the last time you've been to Philly?
So I go because I still have friends out there. So we go and we have lunch and stuff. But since COVID, not really. So this is like the real coming back out Jonesy to Philly. But I'm there. Like my dentist is still there. Like I still run through Philly. But I just love it. And it's going to be at the Belmont Mansion. And Leah Smalls, who everybody in Philly knows who Leah Smalls is. She's the one throwing me a thing. She said she got some surprises for me. So I'm hoping that Beanie or Freeway or Chris and Eve or Charlie Baltimore, or hell, I'll even take what's his name? Charlie Mack. If I can't get Charlie Baltimore, I'll take Charlie Mack.
One of the Charlie. One of the
All right. I always wondered, what was it about Philly? Because you've been all over the country. I mean, you've performed everywhere. What was it about Philly that there's always been a true attachment? It's not any bullshit. It's like a true attachment you always had with Philly.
I think what made Philly special and still special to me this day is that they met me where I was. I didn't have to be anything extra. They let me be as silly as I wanted and they laughed. They let me be as hurt as I wanted and they cried. They let me be as strong as I wanted and they backed me up. They're like the battery. Philly's the battery of my motherfucking Exactly. What you see is what you get. You don't have to put on airs to be in Philly and to be authentic. That's why the shows, sorry to go to radio, the radio shows that don't last.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Are the shows that are inauthentic and whack and trying to be something they're not. And Philly sees right through that. So I'm glad that they accept me. I'm glad that they appreciate our type of entertainment, because hopefully we'll be on our way back.
So it's an all black affair at the Belmont Mansion. The crazy thing is I'm going to be home. I'll be back I'll be back home. I didn't know I was going to be back home. So I'm going to be back home and almost need to make it out there. It's just trouble. Like, I love Philly too, but when I get to Philly, all of a sudden, oh man.
Just be in and be out. Just be in and be out.
But I can't because it's fun. It's fun. I want to hang out.
Jay he think being silent on the phone means that he's precluded from having to show up.
Of course, Jay. Me and Mike is gonna be there. Of course, we're gonna make this happen. Of course.
Don't say that now. Don't say that now. Don't say
I
that.
haven't been to the mansion in years, Mike. I haven't been down in years to the mansion. I think it'd be dope. It'd be fun. It's a coming out party. We gotta show up. What are you talking about?
Okay, and we don't show up. That group text will come up with Jonesy on there.
If guys didn't get your tickets at Eventbrite, you could pay at the door, but get there early because once we hit our capacity, which I think is like 200 people, that they're shutting it down. The mansion is not playing.
They don't play games
at Oil.
All right, so do you still have the fever to grab a microphone and sing and be in front of a band? Is that still in you, where you still think like, I still want? Do you still have that itch?
I am like, that's my newfound itch. I didn't realize how much I really enjoyed singing because I've been doing radio for so long. So I have a new band, and we're just waiting. We're waiting for people to get their vaccinations. That's what's holding everything up. We can't perform if you guys don't show up. And I understand you don't want to get vaccinated, so you can't show up, but something's got to give. But yeah, I'm ready to sing.
So Jones, I just got to read this comment from Action. He's one of our. He says Jay's not going. He just found out Mike's gay. I hate you.
Mike tried to hit me with that bombshell. Like I'm supposed to process that. And think I'm okay. Wait, I need some more. What? Wasn't ready.
He also chose DJ Envy over you, so I might feel away. I don't know. Let's see. No, that's
he like me. He don't like dark meat. You ain't his twist J Black.
So have you rehearsed with the band? Have you been rehearsing with the band, or the band has just been on pause right now?
Who needs rehearsal?
Practice.
Rehearsal.
Talk about practice.
Hold on, who's the bass player? Name the bass player. Name the bass player.
We need to practice with each other and be ready for me. But when you've been doing it for so long, literally, me and my background singers that I don't practice with either, we get there with the band, and we, like a good band, can follow you. And everybody knows I never know the words to songs, but it's okay.
No, I didn't know that.
I'd be making up my own words. You would never know. No one knows the words from songs from the 90s, and no one knows the words.
Yo, I always thought you were you were like such a perfectionist when it comes to music, and let me find out you was freestyling words.
Freestyle words. Now I'll get the notes, which is what makes you think that I'm obviously singing the right word. But who cares, COVID?
Who cares, COVID? So you do have the itch, and there are things in the future that are in the universe. Will there ever be another album? Is there something where you're gonna have new music and take that dive into that, that vulnerable spot?
Well, I think I'm on the same page. Hopefully we are on the same page with each other. I thought we had agreed that once we sign on to radio in January, we weren't leaving any money on the table. You were going to start your comedy tours. You were going to start the movie. I was going to start the next book, everything. I thought we had a... I'm just...
Are we making an announcement? Are we speaking too soon? Are we talking? What are we doing here?
Into the universe in order for them to success, and you guys already are written. Okay. Just like Drink Champs. I put Drink Champs in the universe. I have no idea who I put Drink Champs in the universe and wound up having the biggest interview of my career.
How many views has Drink Champs got that you were on? Where are we at?
Over 700,000.
Over 700. So what I was saying was, I know that. So there is going to be when January happens in the universe.
Right. At the top of the year, when we signed on to our new radio program, our radio station. Go ahead.
And then you're willing to put new music out.
I'm willing to put new music out. I'm willing to redo Mary's stuff for her, put her stuff back out.
Always married. They always go back to married.
I am the thorn on the side.
Okay, all right.
But I will fight for her. I will fight for her against Kendu, just like I'm fighting Kevin for Wendy right now. And that's real.
Amen.
All right, well then you open that up. So I gotta ask. This whole thing, my mom watches Wendy.
All right, real quick, Leah. I appreciate you, Leah. Thank you for
Bye,
joining. I
guys.
know
Oh, Leah, you gotta go. Bye, Leah.
Yeah. Bye. It was nice
Go.
meeting
I
you.
see you with that glow. Get more glow. You know what that means. You know what that means. Go ahead. Bye, Leah.
All right.
So the Wendy situation, since you opened that up, my mom watches her. The news is like she was coming back one day. That didn't happen. They're still not happening. They can't replace her. Nick Cannon is not doing well, so Nick Cannon was supposed to be the automatic replacement. That's not happening. You're friends with her. What's going on?
Well, the last I spoke to Wendy, because now I'm going to voicemail. So I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up to the house. I'm just gonna pull up to the house. And I said, I don't care if she doesn't ring me up, as long as the doorman gets her on the phone and I can talk to her through the phone, you know, the intercom. I just need proof of contact at this time, because what her ex-husband and his raggedy bitch are doing are killing her softly. Nobody needed to know that y'all got engaged and that you spent $80,000 of Wendy's hard-earned money on that ring. First of all, we all know that that sham of a marriage that you guys are proposing is not going to last, because anything built on a lie never does. But if you guys are stupid enough, and I'm sure that you are, actually I know that you are, to think that you can just keep publicly humiliating God's child, because as much bad as Wendy has done, and Lord knows I was at the hand and the receiving end of much of it. She's still a child of God. Enough is enough. If you drive her to kill herself, first of all the checks stop. All the checks stop, dummies. So you're not even thinking things through. But if you drive her to kill herself, that blood is on y'all hands. Because you should have taken all those millions of dollars that she's still paying you per month, Kevin, and moved away silently. Just lived your best life silently. But you can't even do that. You're not even capable of being decent. So I got to check up on her. And because people need to be checked up on. And sometimes when people are alone and they have no body, and we all know that Kevin was her only body, and her mom is dead now, you gotta put your differences aside and just be the bigger person and go check up.
And I don't even know if you know, because sometimes people's personal family lives. Does Wendy have like any family? I mean, we've seen her brother, and he seems kind of shady.
Yeah,
does she have
a YouTube show based on his interaction with her?
So it's just her. Is she just by herself?
She has a niece who's a newscaster down in Florida, I think, and she has a sister as well. But again, I'm not sure how involved. And again, you know, Wendy is shady boots. She might have said some stuff to them when she was on top that might have, you know, strained those relationships. I don't know. All I know is it's not like her to not respond to me after all this time, because the last time I spoke to her, which was early October, she was so excited about October 6th. She was like, oh my God, Jones, the world is not expecting what I have coming on my comeback show on the 6th. I'm completely healed. I said, Wendy, I don't even think you had COVID. She goes, Jones, neither do I. So I don't know. All I know is that a psychic told her when she first started this show back in 2008 that if she did not address her Graves' disease back then, that it could be the end of all of this. And she did not want to do it. She was like, nope, I'm not taking no time off. This is my chance. This is my shot. How do I look like telling the network, oh, I can't take this fabulous TV show opportunity because I've got to get checked out?
Damn.
12 years later, or how many years later it's been.
Later.
So she had
Philly.
I don't want her to leave I want her to leave how she wants to leave.
It just doesn't seem, and I don't want to be the doomsayer. It just doesn't seem like it's gonna end. It doesn't seem like it's gonna end well with the TV show. It's just and I hope it ends well with her. Like that's the most important thing. Yeah.
At this point, I feel connected to so this is selfish, but I think a part of the reason why I fight so hard is because when I see her, I see me. And if that's how y'all will do her, that's how y'all will do me. So we have to treat our Betty Davises of radio with grace and honor. If nobody treats us with grace and honor, nobody's going to treat us with grace and honor. She is the first one of my generation to crack that glass ceiling and cross radio and transform it in transition to TV. I also would like that to be my setup. But if we don't treat her, if we don't set the precedence of how you treat a new young Black woman that came from radio and did TV, and how you move them out to pasture, if that's actually what's going to happen, or how you retire them, if we don't, then our handling will always be raggedy and in jeopardy and just not classy. So that's why I am fighting for the way we honor her and give grace to her exit. She gave us years of laughter, not just on TV, but on radio. We knew her before white America knew her on TV. We were there at her parties, dancing and getting drunk. We were there in the elevator of Hot 97 when she would vomit Sunday mornings.
It always goes. It always goes. It's always going so well. It always goes. like I really would love Jonesy to speak at my funeral. Not that I want to die, but I know she'll do so well. And then at the end, she'd be like, and then he was knocking off these bitches, and I told him not to.
I told him it would be the death of him. I told him.
But ladies and gentlemen, introducing his long lost son. And the actor, and then nobody know, and that's my last word to you.
And his name would be Young Bastard. All right,
Bastard. For those who know,
not Young Bastard. Those who know, know.
For those who know, January, pay attention. A lot of things are going to be happening. But this Saturday, the Belmont Mansion is going down. Jonesy will be back in Philly. It's a birthday party. It's the all-black affair. You already see the information to get your tickets. Also, her YouTube channel, which I'm on, with the Miss Jones Morning Show reunion. Jay Black is on. We just did a new podcast that is up right now, and there'll be another one. Oh, you kept up. Episode 20. I thought you forgot. Episode 28.
It was Max, our producer, put that on.
I was about to say that. I was like, "Oh, you faking the episodes like you fake the words in the song." Go there and check out the YouTube and stay close to what we're doing, because hopefully the universe will come together in January. Something will make it happen. My mom says hi, Jonesy. My mom said hi. I talked to her yesterday, and my mom said hi. And I got to get y'all on the phone so y'all can have a conversation. But when you have a conversation with my mom, understand it does not end.
I don't care. I love your mom because she prays so hard for you. Like she's close to God. She's the closest person to God that I know. And she's sweet, she's kind, and she's wise. She has never steered us wrong. She's like, you can stop talking about so and so and so. She was right.
No, she was right. But we here now. Jonesy, I love you to death. The show where go. I like yellow on you. I know now that makes me sound gay again. I really do like yellow on you. Is that what color is that?
It's chartreuse.
Now, if I would have known it was chartreuse, then I'd be gay. Right there. It looked yellow to me.
I like the chartreuse on it.
But it brought out the skin color. Lovely. What are you gonna say, Jones? What are we gonna say? Go ahead, say it. What are we gonna say?
I was gonna say pea green, but I like the chartreuse word better.
Yes.
Oh, pea green. Okay, shout out to R. Kelly. All right, y'all. Jonesy, I will be. It's a bad joke. It was a bad joke. I'm a kid. All right, y'all. We're going to wrap this up like I always say. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life. Fight for your happiness and don't let nobody steal that from you. It's Michael, Shawn, Sexy Mo, Jay Black, Miss Jones in the morning, Shawnee Scott. We got you held down. Leah Frazier and everybody rocking out. We out. Yeah, y'all.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on